Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I'm Brett Mayo.
I'm Brandon Mayo.
I'm Matthew Mayo.
And last night we watched Roadhouse.
Roundhouse. No, Roadhouse.
Roadhouse, yeah. With Kevin Bacon. No, Kurt Russell.
Ah, shit.
Normal broadcasting will be discontinued for an indefinite period.
Thanks for warning.
They walk among us.
Now they're watching us too, huh?
I saw something.
I'll make it easy for you.
A remarkable first attempt.
That's what this film is all about.
Patrick Swayze?
Well,
Not Patrick Swayze?
Patrick Swayze playing two roles. Nah, I'm kidding.
He's not, though.
We're going to hear a lot of hate today. A lot of hate.
What's her name again?
Kelly Lynch as Doc is what he calls her multiple times in the movie. He just says Doc.
The love interest of Patrick Swayze.
Who happens to look like Patrick Swayze.
Her name's an anagram for Patrick Swayze.
I was thinking about this a moment ago. I'm pretty sure every woman in this movie could be Patrick Swayze because he looks like a female. And that's the catch.
Maybe that is the catch. Every woman that plays like across from him or whatever,
Opposite of him
actually ends up looking more masculine. Like their features get stronger while his like get softer.
It's like an aura, like an evolutionary trait.
No, I just think he's very androgynous looking, I guess.
I like him as an alien.
What's
I think
an
it works.
alien in?
No, I mean just him. He is the alien.
Oh, I thought we were talking about a movie he was in.
Which answers a lot of questions about in this movie how he weighs like $120
and is able to rip a throat with no problem.
Throwing like regular sized people through walls and
He's like, if you look at him, he's like little bite-sized Kurt Russell.
yeah. He's like Hobbit version.
Just wouldn't put him in my pocket.
Say why
What's up, guys?
if Merry or Pippin became a bouncer after Lord of the Rings. You've had first beer. What about second beer?
They saw Kurt Russell walking by and they're like, I like that look.
Yeah, there we go. I'll put on a little muscle. You'll see.
It was a little muscle for sure.
He's smaller. He's a small guy.
He's not only small, but he's not super cut either. Like you would expect to see like abs for days or like even his arms like super defined.
He's got soft, supple skin too.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure.
And he wears the pants of a woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before you said that, I was getting ready to say it's like they cast Dad from the 80s and said, could you play this role? Just a regular looking dude. Except Dad's bigger than him.
I wonder if like they told him to slim down or if they told him to like, was he smaller when they cast him?
They probably said like, you got 6 months, get in shape, we'll see you then. And like every day, like
he danced.
And like I'm working so hard.
He just flash danced.
Like, this is just like Dirty Dancing, right? I can just dance the whole time for my training.
You said Dad, but the whole time. Well, as soon as you said Dad, I was like, your daughter's bigger than him.
Or Roadhouse.
My 8-year-old daughter's about his size.
I'm at Pia.
Okay, my 5-year-old.
So, Patrick, what did you do to get in shape for this movie? A lot of yoga. Not what we were looking for.
Actually, no, yoga tones. He didn't do that.
Half-assed Tai Chi.
Yeah. Watched a lot of Jackie Chan movies.
Once again, not what we were looking for.
Not at all what we were looking for.
What about those steroids we gave you, Pat?
Oh, I thought that was optional.
Put it in my coffee.
Oh, been feeding that to the dog.
I gave that to Kurt Russell, actually.
Eating gunpowder.
Yeah.
I gave it to the guy that was playing opposite of me, that Jimmy guy whose throat I ripped out. Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
he can't be the main character. He looks creepy. So.
he refuses to take off his Native American necklace.
Now he looks like the son from the Dinosaurs TV show in the 90s. He was on roids.
I'm going to be honest, even in the 80s, his necklace was pretty offensive. So.
He's offensive.
But the thing is,
He just kept calling everyone Little Chief or Pocahontas or it's just
Too many chiefs,
got
not
out of
enough
control.
Indians in this
just
place.
small feet.
He was method acting, but we have no idea for what part. Just,
I like to imagine no one knew what type of movie they were in this film.
it's possible like he was method acting for what he hoped was like a part in Dances with Wolves.
I think so.
Yeah.
I was going to actually, well, that works. I was going to say the other side of it is he could be like Crocodile Dundee.
I see that too. That probably came out beforehand, right?
I don't.
This movie came out in '89. I think Crocodile Dundee was like early '80s.
At least the first
only
one.
in the '80s would that have worked? Because that movie is shit.
Oh, man.
Little product placement for you all.
I'm just thirsty.
Yeah,
Everybody takes a drink at the same time, then nobody's talking.
now I want to get like a Popeyes biscuit and just
You said
for you ASMR people.
1986.
It's when Crocodile. Did you think that was a good movie?
No,
Oh.
no,
You
motherfucker.
said, I don't know
no.
when I said that's a shit movie.
Oh, no. The year I couldn't remember.
Matt, have you seen that?
No.
This is a knife.
I mean,
I've seen the
It's
Simpsons
trash,
gag
man,
of that,
really.
which is hilarious.
yeah, that's.
I've seen the movie when there's a kangaroo boxing in Australia.
Kangaroo Jack.
Kangaroo Jack. Is that like Crocodile Dundee?
I thought you meant the YouTube video where that guy beats up the guy who gets his dog. He just walks up to him like this and
Come here.
Are
straight.
there a lot of crocodiles in Australia?
There was a hunter there.
Well, I mean,
Then-
there's crocodile
so probably
Dundee.
not as much.
Big deal. As we found out with Jurassic Park, there was a dude that was a velociraptor hunter. Are there any fucking velociraptors in the world? How do you become an expert at that all of a sudden?
One of those exists and one doesn't. So
That's
I've
what I'm
been saying this
saying.
my
But do
whole
they
life.
exist in Australia?
I feel like Australia.
Velociraptors don't exist anywhere though.
But they did.
I feel like Australia has a lot of stuff that kills you. So yeah, I'd say that's probably crocodiles.
I'm gonna go with yeah.
Yeah, koalas.
I mean, if not
Crocodiles.
Crocodile Dundee stole his fucking name. He was Kangaroo Dundee.
kangaroo kicked his ass, so we
so
had to
the
change
truth
it.
is, like, he
Platypus
was.
sad
It
ass.
just didn't sound as cool. So they're like, oh, so you hunt kangaroos? Like, that's your thing?
Oh, yeah, that's
Did I
right.
say kangaroos? I meant
No.
crocodiles.
He was like, not when they're fully grown, just the babies.
Baby, the fully grown adults.
Fucking
are crazy.
Mhm.
I saw my mate get his head knocked off. Literally ripped off.
The babies, though, I like to play with.
I would like to say I think Patrick Swayze in the film could maybe take on a kangaroo.
He could definitely take on.
A baby
Roadhouse
kangaroo.
kicked the shit out of
Have
it.
have you seen kangaroos fight?
They're
I
fucking
think Patrick
badasses.
Swayze rip a dude's throat out.
Yeah, all right.
I think he could do it
That's
to a
called a
kangaroo.
movie.
I don't know. Pretty sure this was him. The
kangaroos,
documentary.
kangaroos don't fuck around. That's the
Let's
thing.
talk about Crocodile Dundee's necklace, though. Do you think that was like an
Well, and
aborigine like tooth or a crocodile tooth?
Yeah, well, the tooth. Let's hope it's a crocodile.
That would be wild.
Not.
He's just from man.
Killed 3 of them since I got here.
He's
You get
cannibal. Cannibal Dundee.
If I'm being honest, not even Australian.
I just like hunting little people.
With the, what are they called? Dickory doos.
That guy who played Willow, Warwick Davis, been chasing him around for years.
It's just a fuck ton of fun.
He won't sign my leg.
Plus, did you see that guy in Idiot Abroad? He's a fucking asshole. Which, by the way, he really was. In that, did you watch the second season of that where they brought Warwick Davis on with them?
On what?
Idiot Abroad. Carl Pilkington.
No.
Have you not seen? You've seen that show though.
I
right?
have seen that show,
In the
but
second season, Warwick Davis is there, but he gets to stay in all the nice places and do all the nice stuff.
yeah.
It's trash, and all he does is talk about how great and how much of a legend he. I don't want to get on a big Warwick Davis thing, but I just don't care for him.
It doesn't happen much. Most people don't get on a big Warwick Davis thing.
Warwick Davis
fact,
doesn't get on a big anything.
Us speaking his
Well,
name.
sure, everything seems big.
Well,
Us speaking his name is going to summon him here, so
Well-
we gotta.
Oh no! What it does is give him like $10 in his pocket. He's
Like,
like,
what the fuck?
copyright.
Oh, speaking of that, I did mention the name Kevin Bacon in this podcast already, so you know he's honey, they said it again.
I'm connected to Swayze.
He gets like a bacon boner every time. It's coming out.
It's sizzling.
Yeah. It's candy bacon right now, baby.
Step back, it's hot.
Hard as rock.
Extra salty. What were the Crocodile Dundee's great guy though? Shitty movie.
But yeah,
Trash
back.
man.
Well, I think it's a crocodile necklace. It's probably an Aboriginal styled one, you know.
I'm sure he bought it from a shop there.
Mm-hmm.
How much for that?
You tell people I killed the crocodile. You hear me?
I'm gonna
What?
put my name on it. Why did it say made in China on the back?
I kind of want to rewatch that movie to understand why the plot of that makes sense. Did he come to America to hunt crocodiles?
I don't know, but this he is a knife. That's all I remember. And they had the critic, and they made fun of him on there a lot.
Do they?
Yeah, the
Have
TV
you watched
show.
that show?
John Lovitz,
No.
It was actually pretty good back in the day.
mid '90s, man. It was
It came on
really
HBO,
good.
didn't it? Did it come on HBO?
Comedy Central, I think,
Those two are not. the
because
same.
we didn't have HBO
No.
at that time.
Sometimes we did.
Sometimes we did, but it was Comedy
You know,
Central
when
time.
Mom would like forget to pay the bill, so we switched to like a new service, and then like they'd be like, for 3 months you get HBO.
Every
free."
time she's like, "It's such a good deal." I'm like, "Yeah, but when the 3 months is over, it like doubles."
Yeah.
Every time.
And that's when you know you have problems when 8-year-old kids are telling their moms to stop getting subscriptions for things.
I didn't even think about that. They ran subscriptions for that like in the 90s, early 2000s.
They still do.
Well, I know. I'm just saying it's
You know
weird to
what?
think about because like modern day, we have way more subscriptions.
Well, they have.
But HBO has been doing that shit for a while.
They invented that business.
Yeah.
And I'm
They were good
content
at
they
it.
still make the best like shows.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Right now, it's my favorite one to use because that hack show is on there, and that shit is hilarious.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's Gene Smart,
She's awesome.
man.
She's so good. She's so hot right now.
so hot right now. So old.
Speaking of so hot right now, Patrick Swayze is in this movie, and he
Whoa.
is.
He's got major
we
90s
touched-
soccer mom vibes going on the whole time.
With his pants.
Just
Yeah,
everything
it looks
about him.
like- Yeah, it looks like he's getting in line to drop his kids off at school, but he doesn't have to get out of the car. That's how he's dressed, like all the time. Like, I hope no one sees me when I'm wearing.
Yeah, he wears a shirt that's a gi shirt.
Yeah.
Which I think explains enough of what it is. But it is, I don't know. I was going to call it peak 90s
No,
fashion, but I don't think
it's
it's
like-
peak anything fashion.
You know
It's
how
like
they a lot of people started wearing like the button-down shirts with the Japanese collars where it's
Yeah.
like no collar. He did that, except the collar stayed, but instead of buttons, it was a gi crossover that he tucked in.
it looks like someone a character from Mortal Kombat would wear. Like, but
if he had a business meeting.
yeah.
If their name was Sonya.
It looks like, the female ninjas of Mortal Kombat would wear this as an alternate to be less revealing.
Yeah, I can
Round
see
one.
Sub-Zero being like, dude, what the fuck?
You got
I'm
to
not
change.
I'm not fighting him in this. I'm just
I
not.
have a cool fatality. I don't care. I'm a fatality. You get out of here.
Let me guess, you do a drag show at the end of it. I mean, great, I support it. But
I'm a cooler. First off, I'm the cooler. Oh yeah, we need to talk
You're
about that. That's
Sub-Zero,
movie. We need to talk about that. His Patrick Swayze's
We haven't talked about anything on
title
the cast.
in this film is a cooler.
Oh yeah, we should talk about the cast, Matt.
Yeah, Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze.
Keith,
His female counterpart is played by Patrick Swayze in a wig.
Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Keith David.
Brandon thinks she's
Is that
hot.
his name?
Keith David is in it for 5 seconds.
I would take it.
You would take it from Keith David?
No, I mean, it's.
Keith David is an ass.
You know what?
You would.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
what he did to Roddy Piper in a 6-minute fight. I don't think you would.
His opposite is Kelly Lynch.
How'd you get beans above Frank?
Frank.
That's what he would tell me as I'm approaching. How you gonna get those beans above my brain?
Get out here, you.
It's just
Why would you mention Keith David third? Like,
because it's 5
That
seconds.
is the third person I know in this film. So it ends there.
the
I don't
one
know
guy
actors
that's
from the
dad
80s.
in October Sky is in it. He's another bouncer.
Yeah, I don't know actors from the 80s.
Brandon, you were in
so I
charge
gotta
of
give us
pulling the
names.
names. I'm not trying to call you out, but like, ball, game Mitch McConnell, ball.
Teenage Mutant
Oh,
Ninja
yeah, we got
Turtle.
Patrick Swayze, Kelly Lynch, Sam Elliott,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
shit.
Wade Garrett, Sam Elliott.
Actually,
by the
let's talk
way.
about that for a second. Sam Elliott, I think he's really good in this.
Yeah, and I
He's
mentioned
the
when we were
best
watching.
acting one. Besides Keith
Yeah,
David.
you can tell like he's like, I have to say this line. Like, you're serious? Okay, I'll say it.
He'd been around forever at this point because he was bigger in the 70s, kind of initially. Like he had a bunch of things and then he just kind of fizzled out. So I see this as he was like, my last rodeo, maybe.
I'll do it. I'll say whatever the fuck you
He's
want.
still doing stuff now, though.
Yeah, and that's like he had a
Like a Renaissance.
what is that? There is it's I think like 77 film or something like that. It's like humanoids or something. It is shit. It was almost Mystery Science Theater. It might be a Rip Tracks.
Yeah.
But he did that, and at first you see the guy and you're like, oh man, that looks familiar, and then the voice comes out and you're like, that's fucking
yeah.
Sam Elliott.
He's so likable, though. I don't think I've ever met anyone that didn't enjoy him a little bit.
I like him. I just always assumed he was old, though.
I think he's always been old.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was saying.
It's like Steve
He was
Martin.
born with mustache.
White hair, gray hair.
Yeah. Came out lecturing his mom on life.
I wonder if, like, when he went to go get, like, casting, they were like, you're not going to make it, but if you wait till you're about 50 or 60, people are going to be lining up for you.
Then we have Ben Gazzara as Brad Wesley.
You're just making up names.
2 first names always in bad, right?
Wait, the bad
Brad
guy?
Wesley
or
is the bad guy. He's the ultimate boss. Who almost gets the best of Patrick Swayze.
And we've got Marshall Teague, who
That's
is
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah, that's
Jammer.
that's the best fighter in the bad guy crew.
And then we have Julie Michaels as Denise. The bad guy's blonde.
The best looking person in the movie.
That name sounds
Besides
familiar.
Sam
Julie
Elliott.
Michaels.
I'm trying to look at this one real
Julie
quick.
Michaels, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Is she not like a dance instructor? or
Yeah, like the
something?
workout person.
Yeah. Are you? That might be her.
Or are all these names just blending together?
I don't know, man. It was the 80s.
But the whole summary plot of this movie is he is a cooler.
hold on,
Patrick
don't jump
Swayze.
the gun.
I'm not jumping the gun.
We gotta
I
talk
said, who else is in the cast? We have
What do
more in
you-
the cast?
No, the cast doesn't matter anymore. We've named all the people we need to name.
I feel
Although
like we
Brandon
could have
looks
just
like
named
he's
Sam
looking-
Elliott and Patrick Swayze. Probably been okay.
So Julie
Except you
Michaels.
decided to mention Keith David. Pretty
Hey,
damn
Keith
early.
David.
She isn't that one, but she was also a stunt woman, it says. So, yeah.
Neat.
That is code for Hollywood stripper. Because that's what she did in this movie.
That's what one of these pictures looks like.
That's not a surprise. That was her role in this movie. I guess she did it well. It was a really awkward scene, but
It's called acting.
yeah, it's called bad directing.
I feel like I'm going to put up a poll online to find out which one people prefer.
Only use their pictures and stuff from this movie, though.
All right.
You're gonna lose
Poll
it.
online
I'm going
for.
to put the one up where Julie Michaels just has a bruised face.
I think she'll still
Oh, okay.
win.
So you're saying a poll between the two.
Yeah, I think it would be 70-30
Females.
at that point. If you put up the best picture of each of them, which Patrick Swayze in a wig doesn't really have the best picture.
It's just 2 pictures of Patrick Swayze.
And then
Which was
Julie
the best
Michaels.
female in Roadhouse? Patrick Swayze or Patrick Swayze?
Or Julie Michaels. And let's see here. Where's this one?
Which one? Are you looking at pictures of them? Like
No.
we asked like 4
The people.
tonight.
We've got Kevin Teehee as Tillman, the owner of the restaurant.
The non-confrontational.
Jeff Healy
bitch.
as Cody,
That's not a name.
the blind guitarist,
Oh
singer.
my god, the guy who's blind for
Hey,
like
you should
2
see. Was he
scenes.
real blind? Was he blind in real life?
No, I went to.
There is a
But what if he was?
John-
And he's just that bad of an actor.
So-
Maybe he's-
there's a John Doe who played Pat McGurn in here.
Let's go back to this. So go back to the fact that this dude maybe have been like really blind, and he was such a bad actor that we thought he could see in half the movie.
yeah, I was
I think he can
confused.
see his mistakes.
Yeah, there's the part where Patrick Swayze's character says, "Even you, old blind bat, could see me," or something, and I was like, "Oh, this guy's not actually blind. He's just doing like you old blind fool, but no.
No, he's blind. They like hold his hand to certain places.
I wonder if in the film they changed it. They're like, hey, you're not blind. And then they came back and they're like, oh my God, I actually meant you were blind. So you gotta, I don't know, be blind.
So this is going to sound off. There's no way he's blind because he was a director.
Well, read his Wikipedia. I'd be like, first blind director.
You can see his final
He
product.
forgot what he cast himself as then, clearly. Good Lord, dude.
But yeah, no, there was times when he was looking dead at somebody, and then he would cut back to like looking off to the side and like, I'm blind.
Yeah,
He'd be like,
look at
man,
that
it's
over there.
rude to not do eye contact. Wait, I'm blind. But I should do eye contact.
Who's this woman in front of me? Patrick Swayze? That's a funny name.
Why there's 3 different Patrick Swayzes here?
Who's this girl I followed into the bathroom?
Shit, it's Patrick again. Get away, Patrick. Hey, what are you doing later? Jim, that's me. Damn it, Patrick. You gotta put some muscle on or something, man.
You got the smallest waist I've ever felt or sensed.
God, Patrick,
I
you're
really did
lucky.
think he had like a 25-inch waist for this movie.
Yeah, he was a tiny. How tall was Patrick Swayze? Because he didn't even look that tall.
Whatever he's listed at, subtract from
It's a fucking lie.
Yeah.
He's fine.
I'm
If
saying
he's
like
6 foot.
5'8", 5'7".
5'8", 135.
Yeah. Smaller than Manny Pacquiao.
5'10" is what
Yeah, no.
All right, drop that down to
5'8".
5'6", I think.
I think 5'8". I think he's about our height within that range.
With shoes on.
I'm just saying within our height.
Don't do that. Don't bring us to his level.
That was my elbow.
Yeah. Pop, pop.
It's been locked in place.
Anything we want to add? So this movie was considered a box office flop, even though
I don't
it
believe
made
that.
$60 million against a $15 million budget. Yeah.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe? Okay.
Your studio live.
Yeah, they lied.
Can you expand on which aspect of that you don't believe?
Absolutely. Roadhouse. I think that says it all. Roadhouse.
Yeah. Clearly, the movie is a cult classic now, and every jackass dude, like growing up, at least in our era, loves that movie.
I mean, I like the movie so far.
Yeah, me too. So far, you watched the damn thing. Like
That's
it's
what I'm
done.
saying.
You don't get to change your
Yeah,
opinion now.
you were here with us.
Okay, well, if I,
I mean,
watch
I
it, it might
guess
change.
you can, right?
Mhm.
Some
No,
things
I
grow
like
on you, some things fall apart.
This is a movie that grows on you, I think. Like you like it when you first watch it, and you love it after that.
So I wanted to touch on it earlier because this movie is hot and sweaty, and in this room we're in tonight is fucking hot and sweaty.
It is.
So we kind of set a mood. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm about to pass out now.
Yeah,
but
so which one of us is putting the wig on?
There's a scene where after a fight, it cuts to Patrick Swayze and he's like drenched in sweat. And like no one else like,
on
has
that
even
note,
broke a sweat. And they're
he's
all
always drenched in
He
sweat.
really
yeah, but
is.
then they cut back and he's like clean, and then they cut back and he's drenched in sweat again.
Well, that's because the director was blind.
Shit.
He didn't direct this one.
Oh.
It just said actor and director. I'm like, well, so he's not blind.
Oh. Damn it. Never
I was
mind.
cheering for the guy. He's like, I'm going to direct this movie and I'm going to play guitar in it.
Yep.
And they
So-
said, yeah.
Yeah.
You keep looking that way.
Yeah.
So he's got a job that no one had ever heard before. We were talking before. I guess he went to school at NYU apparently.
That's what they say later in the film.
Wait. So, I mean, he's got a job we've never heard before, except in a refrigerator.
And
Dragon
what's
Ball
his
Z.
name? William H. Macy in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
But that's very
what?
different. The cooler.
Assassin, maybe? Or that
No,
someone
he
else?
goes to casinos and he's bad luck.
He brings bad luck upon people.
But he
okay.
also, yeah.
Shitty job. But
I mean, it kind of fits William H. Macy to
it
a
really
T.
did. Yeah.
Especially if you watch them in Boogie Nights, you're like, yeah.
Or
That's
Magnolia.
my fucking wife.
Magnolia is pretty like depressing too.
He is, but man, and Boogie Nights, he always drives me insane because he's just like, that's my fucking wife
That's
over
my
there. And they're
fucking
like,
wife over there.
yeah, big deal. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
We work on porns, you dumb fuck.
So, I guess besides William Macy's character in Dragon Ball Z and a refrigerator, this is the only time we've ever heard of this job.
No, you're thinking of Frieza, not
Frieza's older brother was Cooler.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yep, Cooler's Revenge. Cool. I'm being 100% serious.
I love that. What's his dad's name? Refrigerator?
King Cool.
Are you being...
Frieza's dad name's King Cool.
King Cole, right?
Cool.
King Cool. At
Pretty sure it's
first,
just
when
King
you said
Cole.
it, I thought you said Kinko.
No,
And I was
Kinko.
like,
King Cool's dope.
with the
Neck King Cole.
with the power to copy and print.
So yeah, he's a cooler. He's at this point we're introduced to him at a New York City bar.
Which we've kind of decided that a Cooler is middle management bouncer.
Well, no, he came in and he was like, "Hey, I need a job," and they're like, "I'm guessing you're thinking bouncer. You're too small for that, but we're also all filled up." It's like, "Yeah, you got bouncers, but do you have a cooler?"
Mm-hmm.
And like, first of all, I'm interested. Second of all, what is it?
So I thought about this. I think a cooler is actually when a corporation buys up little bars or something like this, and they want to turn them into
Like
franchises.
acquisition management.
because as soon as he's hired, they clean up, they get him all bolo
Well,
shirts.
so-
and
uniforms.
So the way we do it here is everyone wears ribbons and flares.
and they wear a smile on the outside.
And that's what he does, 'cause he says,
And
"Be
Right,
nice."
he
he's
reduces
nice.
lawsuits.
He says, "Be nice" all the time.
He does. That's his number one rule.
He
He basically he comes
He
in,
said that that's his number one rule.
Because he cleans
has
up the
3
drugs.
rules. Yeah.
He stops the sexual harassment.
stops the
And
skimming.
he saves the town from the bad guys, which is,
I
you
don't
know,
think he was supposed to
every
do that. Though.
McDonald's in every town does that.
I feel like they made this to sell you on like an employment
Capital,
thing.
like corporate.
Like when you first
Yeah,
get hired, they're
man.
like, hey, you as a cooler, this is your job.
You're important, and here's why. You're not the face of the franchise, but you mold the face of the franchise.
Oh. I like it. See, I was thinking of like he comes in and he's like, "Who watches the Watchers?" Right, guys?
I like the idea that like, when he like finally quits or dies, he says, "My watch is ended."
Like, who the hell are you, old man? Partridge?
I'm like Watchmen though, and they get a Rorschach cooler.
You're stuck in here with
coolers.
You're stuck in here with me. Yeah, we all came into the bar.
Yeah, we know.
I-
Like that's why we're here.
I know that.
We
Please,
also know that your first rule is be nice, so like we're not that worried about it.
the cooler Rorschach would be like the KKK from Django. He's like, who got these goddamn hoes in this? That was my wife, you asshole.
Oh, my bad. Stop dancing.
This is actually it's like those are my pants.
So, anyways, he's able to convince them that it's a real job. Good for him. He gave them that entire spiel that we just did, I'm sure. Like, and
He practiced it a lot.
They were like, love it, love it.
Did all these become Texas Roadhouses?
I can see that.
That's why he was sent in. He's going from town to town.
I love
love
it.
that.
Corporate sabotage.
Yeah.
He steals the identity of a place.
I
Makes
mean-
it all corporate.
The
Yeah.
problem is this movie does make a good point that he is fixing horrible things, but in real life he's just going in and like wiping out jobs.
Yeah, he's destroying towns.
Mm-hmm.
Mom and pops around the damn city have to close down because he's put up another Texas Roadhouse.
He
It's
stops
Texas Roadhouse
alcohol.
as far as the eye can see.
He stops alcohol sales to their place. Kind of like the
That's
movie.
exactly what's happening. Yeah, he's actually the villain.
Wesley wasn't the bad guy.
He
It
was trying
him.
to, he was trying to stop corporate America from taking over. Before this, he'd actually kept the town of Jasper from getting a Walmart in, which was great. Everyone loved it.
And the group of old white men are actually on the board. And
Which,
they're bringing the Roadhouse and Walmart.
Makes sense. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense.
I mean,
than
it makes
just
more
that.
sense than hey,
But
he's
here's-
in like
Here's what they
cooler.
didn't authorize. They authorized him to be killing people But they didn't say he could rip people's throats
He went
out.
rogue.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to get to that.
Yeah. Everyone's seen this movie, I'd assume. Matt hadn't. This was his first watch, but everyone else knows that a throat rip happens in this movie, which is incredible.
Almost 2.
Oh, he thought about it. By
You
God.
can't say that much in life.
But instead, he left him. You know.
Yeah, I imagine he has urges at night to rip throats out.
I'd imagine
Just to
half
cool
the
himself.
women he sleeps with, he accidentally just rips their throat. They're like, "Choke me, daddy," and he's like,
He like-
"Oh God."
He leans over like the middle of the night and he's like, I could rip your throat out.
Shh, shh, shh. Don't say anything. Go back to sleep.
I'm just messing with you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get that throat. He's chasing around the employees at his newest bar. I'm gonna get that throat. I'm gonna get that throat.
What you don't know is I'm ambidextrous. I can rip throats with both hands, baby.
Stop it, Patrick Swayze. You're scaring me. I'm gonna get that throat.
So the dude that works at the bar in Jasper that owns it, Tillman, goes up to New York City and talks Tillman to taking his job. I don't really know how he's able to. He watches him do a badass display. I guess his name got around. And then maybe he offered him more money. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess
what do you
that's kind of
think he got paid a week? Because you know it was one of those like under the table weekly jobs. There's nothing that dude did that was ever legit.
I don't know, $100 a week, maybe 200 a week. I don't know, the
If
80s.
he's making $200 a week to do that job, he's severely underpaid.
I'm just saying his rent was only $100 a month, so
Yeah, he lived in a fucking barn, man.
the nice farm. Put that out
Was that
there.
Mercedes paid off?
He probably got that from the dude whose throat he ripped.
So yes, it was.
I think that is American law. You rip a man's throat, you own his property.
Yeah, who's gonna argue with you?
It was created back in the 1800s, so back then it meant you could take their wife as well. But rules have changed on that, so you just get their car and house.
Just the car. And maybe some shirts.
Of course, at the time, he
The
ripped
wife
that dude's
shirts.
throat because he was banging his wife, so maybe he got the wife too.
And her clothes. He actually just took her clothes.
Self-defense.
You betrayed me, but I'll take the yoga pants. They're comfortable. They look good on me.
And I like the way they hug my crotch.
That's nice.
What is this underwear? What do you call it? G-string.
G?
I know
Mark
you're a
Smart?
tiny
G.
woman, but really the pants are too big. So
He was like G-string. Guy string.
That's true.
that checks out.
So
What are we?
he got a job in Jasper. to
Jasper,
help,
Missouri.
Yeah, Jasper, Missouri, to help a failing bar. It's like the only one in the town.
So, mascot for the Piggly Wiggly comes to visit him.
No, not yet.
No,
okay.
this happened.
Yeah, he's got to kick a couple asses first.
All right, go.
What? I thought mascot from the Piggly Wiggly is who hired him.
No, it's the guy who gets his.
Yeah, it's the guy that hires him.
You're right. That is the guy that hires
The
him.
movie does start with he doesn't get in a fight, but you think he's going to get in a fight.
It's like, let's take it outside.
Yeah,
Take it
they
outside,
take
go
it outside.
and then he's like, "See ya, have a good night."
Yeah, it's pretty good actually.
Which is the best and most restraint he shows the whole time. Every time else, he tries to act like he's a super nice guy, but really he's just being like really passive aggressive. Like when he wants to get people down, he just like stares at them. It's like,
I mean,
dude,
it
when are
works.
you gonna fucking do your job?
Or laughs in their fucking face.
I'm gonna let you finish dancing and doing all the things you're not supposed to, but once you're done, you have to stop.
Please.
Got it? Yeah. I'm a cooler, man.
Oh yeah.
is
Come
why I make
on,
the
respect.
big bucks.
Come on, man. Respect the position.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he goes to the failing job or failing bar. The job to fix the failing bar called the Double Deuces, right?
The double deuce.
The Double Deuce.
Making it sound like he took a shit on their fucking.
It sounds like it already.
So yeah, Wikipedia says Tillman, who is the owner, plans to invest substantial money into the club to enhance its image, and he needs a first-rate cooler to maintain stability. What he didn't know is Patrick Swayze
Is that
is
cool?
the only
What
cool.
it is?
Yeah. He's the only one.
Patrick just has like friends that go out there that kind of like plant the seeds. Like, hey man, you got a nice bar, but you need a cooler. And there's only one on the East Coast.
Yeah, he's the blind guy.
Yeah.
When you're playing your crazy blues music, let him know.
He's huge. I promise. He's huge. He kicked like 5 guys' ass.
But
I didn't see it, but
that's the other catch. The blind guy, even in this con, he's not really blind. He comes out there and he's just like got an eye on the place, and then he tells Patrick, he's like, so they got 10 bouncers.
They have a lot of bouncers.
3 people skimming, and then Patrick, when the job interview comes, he's like, yeah, what do you got? About 10 bouncers, 3 servers, 1 skimming.
Yeah, you lose about $150 each night, and I can tell you where that's going. Dude, Patrick Swayze, mind freak.
The blind guy's been taking it. Or
Hey, we're gonna
That's the
plant
whole
it.
plot.
Yeah.
The blind guy's the one that's doing all this shit. He's putting up the trouble, and he's getting rich off the backs of all these
We're
assholes.
gonna plant it on these really shitty employees this guy has.
We're going to say the bartender skimming drinks, and we're going to explain it in a mathematical way that confuses the owner. But really, it's me. I'm taking like all the money.
Okay, I got you covered. Blind
You got
guitar
me this
friend.
job where I'm making $200 a week. I got you.
And we've been saying Patrick Swayze, but in this movie, he is Dalton, and they say his name.
A lot.
Yeah. Like, there's a part in there when it's like, hey, Dalton, what you doing, Dalton?
Dalton.
This movie should have been called like Dalton's Roadhouse.
Dalton's Revenge.
Double Deuces.
Ooh, that's I don't know. That's not it.
Why wasn't it called Double Deuce?
It sounds like it could
It was
be
bad in
porn.
the movie. Be bad as a movie. But
Roadhouse.
yeah, the Double
Double
Deuce though
Deuce.
is terrible. It's like
It's a shit bar. It's trash. It's a trashy club.
no rules are enforced.
No. So like the first thing he does when he gets there is he watches them, right? He watches
Yeah.
what's going on and everything like that. And then he's introduced in an employee meeting where he starts firing people. And once again, the dude's just a manager. He starts firing people and he says, we're going to wear uniforms and we're going to be nice to people.
Yeah, he repeats that a lot. Be nice. Be nice. Be
Take
nice.
it outside and
Only fight inside if you have to.
yeah. And there's one other rule. What are the 3 rules?
Expect the unexpected. I shit you not.
Did he say that?
He does say that.
Is that part of the 3 rules? That can't be a rule.
Number 1 was like expect the unexpected.
First rule is
Hold on.
we don't know what the rule is.
You know what? Hold on, I
I thought
have
the first
it
rule
pulled up.
was be nice.
I mean, I think it's all together. Here we go. 3 simple rules.
For dating my teenage
Number 1
daughter.
is never underestimate your opponent. Expect the unexpected. 2 is take it outside, and 3 is be nice.
But he's not just saying this to the bouncers, which there are 8 of. He's saying it to the servers,
Yeah, it's a
the
small army
waitresses,
of
the
bouncers.
bartenders.
He's saying it to the band.
Yeah, he's saying it to the band, the vendors, like everyone's like, what? Did we just enlist into his bouncer gang or something?
Welcome to the Bouncer Military.
Do I gotta be nice?
Yeah, he gets a little pushback from the employees, and he puts them in their place. It's like the first time we see him really use authority on them.
Yeah, and
It's like
what we
firing
kind
him.
of came up with is really it seems like the owner is non-confrontational and realized he had issues and just needed someone to take care of it.
So he Brad Stevens it.
Yeah, Brad Stevens did it. He middle managed it. He was like, well, I don't really have a voice here, so I'll just get a really tough guy. Oh, he's 5'6". Fuck. We'll see where it goes.
Fuck. And they mentioned so much in this movie. Like in movie, they keep mentioning how they expected Patrick Swayze to be bigger.
Everyone says that to him.
Yeah.
And he says he gets that a lot.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure he meant like, yeah, I know. We get that a lot.
Yeah. I could kick your ass if I wanted.
Yeah.
FYI.
but, like, women,
It's the size of the fight of the dog, ma'am.
women say it a lot, but You just gotta let stuff, expect the unexpected is what I tell them.
It'd be nice,
They look at it and I'm like, never underestimate your opponent. And they're like, what are we about to do?
Are you reading fortune cookies to me?
We're about to have sex, man.
He has a lot of really
Did you
shitty
say
quotes in this movie.
the unexpected?
Yeah, surprise attack.
Don't underestimate your opponent. What are you, Sun Tzu?
No, ma'am, I'm the cooler.
I'm about to cool your vagina.
Guess what? Already done.
That was like a 7th grade joke. It's already done.
Well, good, we got it out.
Yeah. Which is exactly what she would say.
But thing is, we pop to the girl and it's just him in the wig.
Hey.
So he's ready to shit on his own
The
tactics.
whole movie is just this dude masturbating with the wig on.
You can fight him. You can fight him back. No, you can fight him, Dalton.
Don't do it, they'll kill you.
You get the bars of popping.
He just changes his voice a little bit and puts the wig on. No, baby, I got this. Don't worry about me. No.
It's like a one-man show on Broadway.
Jesus.
It's
I am the cooler.
That's what it's called. I am the cooler.
I'm the cooler.
Put you on ice. He has a lot of really funny one-liner quotes in this film that are not good.
No.
There are no Kurt Russell quotes.
No. Kurt Russell would have been a good one to have in this movie, I think. We always talk about that.
So-
Kurt Russell just a better Patrick Swayze.
There's no way, though. Excuse me. Because Patrick Swayze, this whole time, looks like he's about to cry. And that's what drives me insane. The whole time you look at him, he's like,
Don't talk about the time I ripped that guy's throat out.
yeah.
It was an accident. I'm pretty sure no one accidentally rips a fucking throat out, dude.
You don't know your own strengths. I still stand by. We're talking about. It gets brought up apparently in his past. He ripped a guy's throat out, but I'm just saying that I don't think he knew he could do it. I'm still standing by that. I think he just reached for it. It was like I don't. Oh, okay. Like, oh shit, he's dead. And like, I just imagine the courtroom being like, Your Honor, I didn't really think that would work, Like, if you touch me in my throat right now, do you think you're gonna rip it out?
I really came at him slowly. I was expecting him to block it.
As his lawyer, this is impossible. You get it. He's innocent.
Like the 51-year-old female.
He weighs a buck 30 when wet.
They call him Pussy Hand in jail.
And not for any good reasons. I can promise you that. We have a lot of references for that.
I mean,
know
some
he
good
can-
reasons depending on who you are.
Your Honor, if I could speak on my behalf, first rule of Dalton life is never underestimate your opponent. So just like to throw that out there.
So he acts like he's kind of cry when he thinks about the one throat he. What's he do with the 50 after?
He'll mourn for them when he has time.
Well, everyone knows your first throat rip is the hardest. After that, it gets easier after every
I
one.
wonder if it's just like
He gets
unreal
one day of
grip strength.
constipation.
And that's kind of
Yeah,
what
I
it all
like to
is.
go into the gym and all he does is work out his hands.
It's like, oh shit, that works.
Just like squeezes a stress ball the whole time. Popped another one.
You need muscle to fight. I'll shell them.
You can't do pussy hands.
Grab that wrist and break it.
Fuck. All I can think about is throat rip, and we're not even close to that.
The best part of the movie. That hurts. There's a fight where he just kicks a dude in the temple. That just cracked me.
There are several
He
parts
just
of
like
this
kicks
movie.
the dude like he's on his knees in the face over.
Yeah, unnecessarily. He killed that guy, right? We're
Yeah.
clear on that.
Yeah, I guess they shit kicked out of it.
Yeah, dude, it's not self-defense when the dude's begging for you to stop. You know, like.
You couldn't hear him because he was kicking him. That's the
And
problem.
also, like, your second rule is be nice. Like,
And now his third rule was be nice. Second rule was be outside, which he did.
So his first night is actually working the bar, right, or club. Some dude kind of fucks with him a little bit, and he slams his head into a table and just like breaks off a piece of the table, and everyone someone says something fucking Dalton or something like that.
His blind guitarist friend that's at the club says his name is Dalton.
Yeah, but the dude didn't see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, his name is Dalton.
Get ready for some more blues from Elvis.
You want to see people's ass get kicked? You came to the right bar.
Hey, waitress, I see you in that back corner. Bring me my drink.
Speaking of that, his first day, one of the bouncers is actually in a back corner or a storage room, getting it on with a
underage, not underage, but under 21 because she's a fake ID.
Yeah.
On his behalf, it was his break.
Yeah. Which leads to the Patrick Swayze line.
Plays in Grey's Anatomy because all the time on their breaks they're hooking up in like storage rooms and stuff, right?
I think doctor just might be more valuable than like the seventh bouncer in a bar.
Obviously, you haven't been to a bar in Missouri.
Yeah, that's true.
Not in this world, Matt. If you think about
they are
it.
the most important people.
Yeah. The doctor, Doc, as she's called, does she have a name?
Yeah.
Doc Clay. Not Clay.
Doc. That's what we'll call her for now.
He calls her Doc a lot.
Yeah,
in the movie.
he does. As he's like having sex with her, he's like, Doc, you know how many muscles are in your throat right now?
What's up, Doc?
I got a carrot for you to chew on.
When he fires that employee in this break room, though, he has another quote where he's like, I was on my break, and he goes, good, stay on it then. Then shuts the door with the guy still in there.
Yeah, it's like he's saying, go ahead and have sex, but just know that you're not here. Like, you don't work anymore, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. You're in the stock room.
Clock out when you're done.
Yeah. Finish. Don't take too long, but clock out after that.
Turn the lights off too on your way out, please.
Also, expect the unexpected.
Yeah. Hey, and be nice, buddy. Come on.
Yeah. Take it outside, really.
Okay. He just repeats those three lines to any situation.
Yeah.
Like any fire that needs to be put out in the business, he applies one of the three.
I could see him calling Sam Elliott and being like, no one's listening to me. Like, why is no one listening to me? Did you do the rules? Like, let's go over them and see, like, where you made your mistake.
Okay, so number one.
Expect the unexpected. I didn't expect a millionaire to be trying to take over the city mafia style. So, well, there you go.
There you go.
Expect the unexpected. You always got everything.
Just meet him outside with a smile on your face, and you've covered all three.
Be nice.
Yeah. And if I show up, you should have expected that.
Pat, we're having an issue. We're running out of liquor. Have you tried taking it outside? You want to have a barbecue outside? That's a great idea.
Whoa. Hey, Dalton, have you tried being nice?
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, we don't have liquor. Didn't work, Pat. I don't know.
Pretty
I'll slit your goddamn throat. We take it outside.
And you take them outside nicely.
Okay.
And rule number 4, the not often mentioned rule: if they threaten to slit your throat, you rip out their throat.
Rip it out in front of them. Have other people
I'll
see
be
it.
honest with you, folks. It's a lot easier than you think.
Sometimes I skip to rule 4.
It just happens on accident sometimes.
It's a great equalizer.
And honestly, once people know you're capable of doing it, they just stay away.
It simmers down real fucking quick.
They know, okay.
It's like you're all of a sudden a fucking vampire.
I mean, that would make sense if I went to a bar and said, like, yeah, that bouncer literally killed a dude.
I know. Why would he
out.
not want that to get out?
Yeah.
He did that. He's like, don't bring up my
And he was
past.
smiling the whole time because he was being nice about it.
Because every time it gets out, he starts to cry. And that cool factor goes down real fucking quick.
Yeah, it was never up, though, was it? But that was his first night in the bar, and he also calls out the guy for skimming. He tells that guy he's fired, and the owner is like, yeah, you heard him, you fired.
Yeah, he said something like, hop on that train or something.
Yeah, but
I don't remember the quote, but it was weird. Yeah.
Ferroequinologist talk. Do your thing, cuz. And the guy's like, no, you can't fire me. You know you're not firing me. Just talk to the owner. And the owner's like, and he looks at Patrick Swayze, and Swayze's like, you're fired. And that's when the owner tells him to hop on the train or something.
He's pretty good at firing people.
He is. I think that's an underrated skill, though. It's not
He is a
really what
cooler.
you want to be known
He's
for.
ice cold.
Yeah.
Once again, a prize skill in corporations.
It really is, though.
Yeah, that's hard.
Have you heard of the corporations that bring specific people in just to fire people?
Yeah, like the George Clooney movie.
Up in the air.
Yeah, well, that's like when they acquire another corporation,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But still, same thing though.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that's tough, but he does it pretty
It's
well.
tough. Hey, there are 3 rules to the firing business.
Be nice.
Expect the unexpected.
But it's
Never
unexpected.
underestimate the person you're firing.
They might have a knife, as we find out later in the same film.
Take it outside, which really doesn't apply at all.
Maybe outside of work hours.
And be nice. Be nice about it. Say,
You're
hey,
fired,
man,
you piece of shit.
you're not meeting your numbers. If you have a problem with that, we can go outside.
Yeah, I'll rip out your throat. That's your...
Nicely.
Thanks for coming to Texas Roadhouse.
Please fill out the survey with HR when you leave.
Yeah. And make sure that you clock in for this. Make sure you clocked in for this. That matters. You
Yeah.
should get paid for this time.
Yeah, and you might want to get mileage too.
Yeah,
for
I'm
dropping
looking
that
out
off.
for you.
Yeah. And yeah, I know it's a Monday and we're supposed to fire people on Fridays, but you got a busy week.
Yeah.
We got you fucking in the break room.
Oh, by the way, thanks for training your replacement. That was real cool.
Yeah. Oh my God, that is the Lord.
By what?
Who the fuck?
Yeah. It's...
No, so anyways.
It's the 20-year-old you were fucking.
So him firing the bartender who's skimming ends up backfiring because I guess that dude is related to the person who supplies the alcohol. And so like he comes back with another guy and a really, really fat guy that looks like he could, I don't know, play, what's his name, Billy Bob on Varsity Blues.
I thought he was Larry the Cable Guy.
Fatter Larry the Cable Guy. But a lot of Billy the Cable Guy like in there. Or
Larry the Cable Guy
Fuck, who
mixed
cares?
with Billy Bob from Varsity Blues.
Yeah. The obesity of Billy Bob mixed with the terrible jokes.
The humor
That
of
humor.
Larry.
Yeah. So overall, just not a pleasant thing on the screen.
He's a comic relief character in a movie that kind of doesn't take itself serious anyway.
But they have them on both sides.
Are you sure it doesn't take itself serious?
Maybe I didn't take it serious.
They have them on both sides.
They
so.
do. Both sides have a fat guy. But the good side is less like disgusting and sloppy looking. He's still fat, and they make sure to point that out. But he's a little better fighter than the bad guy's fat guy.
And he's nice and takes it outside. Follows
He does,
the rules.
though.
He does.
He does. He's really
He
good
literally
about
always
that.
follows
Like,
rules.
Does he
and-
also expect the unexpected? You know, he becomes his best protege,
He does.
his prodigy.
His
Holy shit.
what's a cooler in training?
But here's the thing.
An ice cube.
A little icer.
Yeah, like one of those cooling packs.
Oh,
That's what he
okay.
is.
Right now
ACP.
you're just crushed ice, but one day you'll get up there to cooler. Yeah, he's the only bouncer that I even remember, even though he has like 6 of them.
They call them ceiling fans.
I like that.
Yeah, you're room temp right now, buddy, but you give it time. We'll get you down there.
Every day you're getting a little colder.
And hey, you stay here at Texas Roadhouse, great 401k package. You'll
I'm
see.
telling you.
You gotta
if
keep
you
honing your
stay
skills.
If you stay loyal to this company, they'll stay loyal to you.
Keep honing your skills till you get your Freon going.
But I'll also say expect the unexpected. There are cutbacks every once in a while. So if you get fired, you get fired. It's business. It's not personal. Keep that
It's
in mind.
not personal. He actually does say it's not personal during the employee management thing.
Just
Because some guy
business.
says, what if someone says that my mom's a whore? And he goes, it's not personal.
No,
Is she?
no.
Is she?
He
You're
says,
right.
what if someone calls me a cocksucker? And he's
Oh.
like, well, it's not personal. And then that dude says, well, what if someone says my mom's a whore? And here comes Patrick Swayze with the, is she? He later fires that guy for fucking the girl on
Because
the
she
back.
was.
Wait, was she?
No, I don't. Maybe
this
that was his mom.
universe,
Expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
That's what I would say in that situation. Jesus Christ, your mom's a 20-year-old.
Yeah, whatever.
I'd prefer it if we didn't talk about it anymore. Just, if you're going to let me go, just let me go, please.
By the way, the owner of the place hands all the people he fires. That was real cool. The owner of the business ends up handing out envelopes to everyone they fire. Was he from them severance?
Yeah, I think so.
Which is nice of that guy.
Which is pretty unique in a bar setting, I would say. But
Especially
not at Texas Roadhouse. We do things right. So here are your free coupons for rolls at
That's
any
the
Texas Roadhouse location.
Oh, yeah. Because do you know any bar that gives a real severance? I'm sure
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And
you
yes,
get two blooming onions.
those can be redeemed at any Texas Roadhouse location in the Missouri and Kansas area. Keep that in mind.
Oh my God. Texas, he's the Texas Roadhouse cooler. Crocodile Dundee is the Outback Steakhouse cooler.
That would explain a lot about my experiences at Outback.
Expand.
I just had a waiter just
cool.
disappear one time, so that was super cool. I don't know what happened. He came and took our order, and then he just walked away, and then no one showed up for 30 minutes. I start trying to find people, and we have a new waitress by that point. I don't know what happened.
Tried to bitch, and two things happened. They said, "Oi, I thought you were cool," or B,
You need to get out of here.
it was taken outside. Matt walked outside and he locked him out. Just locking every other customer in.
I still want the rolls. I still want that bread. Yeah, you guys just disappeared. I like to imagine he just had enough of that place and quit.
That happens a lot.
Well,
I've
good
done
for
that
him.
before where I've just walked out of a job.
I've done it once.
I did it at Walmart.
I did it at Walmart.
It was my first day after that week-long training, and I got stuck in the deli and bakery section.
Oh, yeah, the
first
worst.
day, there were 3 old women that worked there, and they left me at lunchtime and said, "Counter's yours," and it was just me, so I just walked out.
Yeah, that's a Walmart special. Why can't we keep people? I don't know, man. They're being nice.
We took it outside.
They didn't teach me how to do any of it. I had no idea. So,
Oh yeah, that is the Walmart special.
So I helped one customer and got out of there.
But I'll tell you this, I guarantee you went through the anti-union training because they put that shit priority 1A. Should I know what to do? No, we go over 2 things here: live shooter drills and anti-union training.
People do want to shoot this fucking place up.
That is my first day there. That's what we went over.
My manager just talked to me about how Walmart was recession and depression and inflation proof and all that stuff. He's like, us at McDonald's, so welcome to the big leagues. I'm like, oh my God, this is the wrong job.
Gas station, I quit the first day. I had a hangover then. And I think I quit McDonald's after the first day.
I didn't know you worked at McDonald's.
I did.
Well, not for long. So.
Just a blip on the radar. I took it outside.
It was just like a Tuesday in August. Just
I worked at Target for a little bit, but it was so boring I had to get out of there. You talk about a boring job. Nothing happens at a Target.
not even like the fun Walmart stuff, like shitty customers.
People keep it classy at Target. They come there to shop and get out.
You know what? I'm glad you mentioned this. I got hit in Walmart. Like a lady hit me with her electric scooter on purpose. And it's one of my favorite stories that I have there. So she asked for glue for fabric. And I was like, I know where the Loctite glue is. And that'll 100% work. And she started throwing a fit about it. Like, she's in like the mobility scooter. I don't know what she's throwing a fit about, because like it's glue when it says fabric, metal, all that. I don't know. It wasn't what she wanted. So she backed her thing up like to get a head start and ramped me with it. And then just drove off at like 5 miles an hour.
Well, here was your issue. You didn't expect the unexpected.
You keep it cool.
I should have taken that outside. Yeah.
You should have been like, let's go outside, man.
And by that, you should be like, get up out of that round.
The best part was the AP, the asset protection guy, came over and he's like, he like, I was telling him about it, and he's like, "Do you want to press charges?" And I'm like, "That would be the lamest thing I could possibly
should
do."
have done it. That would have been the coolest thing. You got to keep it cool.
Get her in court.
I wouldn't. No.
Corporate America says that's cool.
Yeah.
She was like,
Also, I would love
she's
that
up there in
woman
the
to be-
stand. She's like, he's lucky I didn't rip his throat out.
I was thinking she's like, it was self-defense. He threatened to rip my throat out.
Talk about Loctite glue. Oh, that's just such a weird.
He said if you put Loctite glue on your fingers and put your hand on someone's throat, it just pulls it right off. It's just
I did say that.
Skin is strong.
But I was just trying to demonstrate the product.
We're just trying to keep it cool, Your Honor.
Expect the unexpected. You don't know what she's using it for.
Yeah.
I wonder if see AP people at Walmart watch Roadhouse sometimes. Like friends, like asset protection
I'm
people.
sure.
Oh, they think they're like,
Oh yeah,
On
they're like,
popcorn.
I'm a little bit bigger than Patrick Swayze is.
well, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, but the people that come into Walmart are a little bit bigger than the people that came into Double
Also,
Deuce.
you know what? I did have a knife pulled on me at Walmart too. I forgot about that. Yeah, so this guy
This
comes
is-
in. This is my last one.
Came in and
I could have
asked
used
about
Patrick
glue.
Swayze here. This guy
That's the
comes
story
in.
we get, not the knife.
So I was
around.
I was a support manager, so I ran the whole, like, most of the GM side at night because there was like 2 managers in the store. And at like 10:30, I get a call on the walkie, and someone's like, "Hey, this old guy just came in demanding a refund." And I told him that the refund thing is closed. But he screamed something at me and ran to electronics. I just turned the walkie off at that point, and I started running to electronics.
He's headed your way. Look
There's one person back in electronics stalking, and I get back there and I immediately spot this guy because I mean,
imagine,
you know,
yeah.
you can tell who it is when you see the dude. So I come up to him and I'm like, "Hey, is there anything I can help you with?" Because that's what you got to do at Walmart. You got to be nice, right? And he fucking turns around and he starts like talking about his wireless keyboard didn't come with a little Bluetooth dongle. And he's like, "I can't get the dongle. I don't care. I'm getting my dongle." And he has like a knife out. And he's using it to cut open the boxes of the keyboards to pull the dongles. And he points it at me. And I'm like, "Hey, no problem, man."
What you gotta do, man? I don't need this.
The one
I'm keeping
person,
it cool.
about that. So you
I kept cool. I expected the
You were
unexpected because
nice.
I stood
Yeah.
like 6 feet back.
were
before he
nice. You
turned.
kept cool. You expect the unexpected, but what did you not do, Matt?
He did leave.
Yeah,
He
but
went-
you didn't take it outside.
I'm not allowed to leave the premise.
He kept it nice and let him take it outside.
Yeah, with the dongle.
Oh yeah, that dongle was his. I don't even know if those are like interchangeable between keyboards. By the way,
I hope he got home and it didn't work.
Oh yeah, same. I hope he just didn't know that you have to like open the batteries out and take the tab out. That's my hope.
That's how most of them are. You open that up and it's
He's
right
opening
there.
at home with his knife.
And then
He pulled a weapon for his own idiot.
I did him going back up and be like, "So yesterday I was in the wrong. I
He's
didn't see the batteries. I got to be honest with you." And
He
I
has a
really
knife out the
appreciate
whole
you
time he's
keeping it
talking.
cool, though.
he has a knife out the whole time.
Pro. You ever seen Roadhouse? Because that was you.
Yeah,
Is
it
your
was,
name Dalton? But I wanted to say, Target though is so it's a mix here. Target is going to be more the actual moms that look like Dalton. Walmart's going to be the actual store where they think they're Dalton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Men.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
No, that's actually pretty dead on.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if you're like a 30-year-old male and you're single and you're looking to bag a babe that probably has a couple kids, check out Target about 12:30 in the afternoon.
And if you're trying to bag
time.
a couple diseases, check out Walmart at about 1:30 in
You're
a.m.
gonna take it out. You just be near the area.
If you're up for anything, check out the dollar store at any time.
Just
If you don't pull a knife there, you're dead.
go down your window and shake your pill bottle. They'll come running.
Yeah, Eastern Kentucky mating call. What was that?
Jesus Christ.
I know that sound. Oxys. Been shaking.
So what do you think is
20 feet away.
who do you
Gotta walk.
At which location do you think you attract more of those people, though? A dollar store or a Kid Rock concert?
They're one and the same.
But you're attracting a little bit different kind
What
of
if he has a concert in the parking lot of a dollar store?
I would imagine dollar stores do pop-up tits.
You can't be taken to jail that day.
It's a Kid Rock merchandise booth sponsored by Dollar General.
I'm pretty sure, like, when you go to a Kid Rock concert, you sign a release saying, like, whatever you do there is just allowable.
Is $1.
No matter what happens, it's a Kid Rock concert, so you just accept the consequences.
Yeah. You knew what you did when you bought these tickets.
Doll with the dollar.
I don't even know what to say to make it so outlandish. So, speaking of knives being pulled, in the scene, like I said, they come up there and they're like, hey, you fired our dude. Like, we're cutting off your vendor or you're hiring this guy back. And then it looked like that was going to happen because Tillman, the boss or owner, looked like he had bitched out completely.
Yeah, he
He's like, okay, I'm sorry, Dalton. Like, they
Won't
just
happen
say,
again.
yeah, sorry, Dalton, I can't help you
Dalton
here.
inspires him.
And Dalton's like, well, what's the reason? And then owner's like, sorry. And then dude pulled a knife on him.
Yeah,
And a
that's
fight
his
broke out and
response to any situation is pull a knife.
a fucking Bowie knife.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's a knife.
crocodile Dundee knife.
yeah. I'm opening an Outback here instead.
We can't. To be honest, though, Outback can't compete with Texas Roadhouse. We're all agreed on that. Better rolls, better steaks.
Yeah.
About the same prices now.
Also, Texas Roadhouse lets you throw shit in the floor.
I hate that.
Is that
I
them
fucking hate that.
The
I'm gonna
peanuts.
crack some peanuts and just toss them anywhere.
I forgot all about
And
that.
people
it drives me
embrace that.
insane.
It's like people are like, I can't wait to go throw them damn peanuts on the floor.
The
It's
first
like
time we went to a
animalistic.
Texas Roadhouse, I was like, what the fuck is going
I
on
hate
here?
Like when you're walking, it's just crunching.
It's like, man,
It is.
you know you have a bucket so you could put it in that. Yeah, but I can also put it in the floor. Why wouldn't I?
That was in your hand, that was near your mouth, you were eating, and you threw it in the fucking floor.
Yeah.
You're an animal.
Someone gets paid to pick that up, so it's someone else's problem.
Which
Job
I would be
security
like, they also
argument.
do that in a zoo
Yeah.
to pick up elephant shit.
Yeah. But yeah, Texas Roadhouse is better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Better
not even
steaks.
which is what we're here for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except Patrick Swayze.
Patrick, yeah, you know what? Patrick Swayze. Yeah.
Who would you rather run into? Patrick Swayze or Crocodile Dundee?
We should make a game of
like
this
fight or
and wear the
Friendship.
polo shirts that he has in this movie. Get some of those and go to Texas Roadhouse and just stand in corners.
it's like, is that the new coolers?
Coolers.
Are we getting cooler invaded? Are they? Is corporate changing things up?
We get one cooler per franchise, man.
Oh,
They
yeah.
know right away what was going
We're
on.
like Space Marines, too elite
you know
for
what?
just any.
We all wear the
Spread
shirts.
out.
One of you all gets to be the cooler, and then the first time I'll be the blind guitar player. You're at Texas Roadhouse.
The manager like walks up to him and is like, I know what you guys are. I'm glad you're here. We've had some issues.
We got a customer. Seat 4.
What if none of these crimes exist that he fires employees for just so they don't get unemployment? Like that's what he does.
That's what. Yeah, that's the corporate way of getting them out.
No, I like the idea of like this guy ran out of butter and he's insisting on his 8th batch of butter, and we're telling him no, we're cutting him off. I need you to deal with this because he is throwing a fucking
So he comes up and he goes, well, we got us in a UV situation on our hands. This guy thinks that Uncle Buck rules apply to the steakhouse. He eats everything and everybody eats for free. We got to let him know that won't happen.
No, that's not Uncle Buck. That's Great Outdoors.
Oh, Great Outdoors. I got him confused.
Yeah.
G.O.
Yeah. So he's refusing to pay. He finished the 24-ounce porterhouse, but we don't have any stipulations about it. He just assumed we did. So do your thing, cooler.
Cool. Drop a knife off at his table and I'll be there in a minute.
The cooler's more like a framer.
If you could lay some plastic down around the table, rips are extremely messy.
I thought you meant plastic silverware.
That works too.
So
Give
we give
him
you a
like
$10 gift card or I can rip your throat out right now.
Give me a plastic fork to cut a steak with.
they're so tender you don't even need one.
That's bullshit. I bet you go through this with a steak knife for 2 hours.
Poor Texas
Yeah, I gotta
Roadhouse.
say, like steak, when you only have like a fork or like plastics-ware, it almost ruins having a steak at all because you're like, what? It's like almost like you're eating crab legs.
Yep.
Like all
So
that work you're
difficult.
putting in to do it, it better be worth it.
Yeah. Steak's got to be perfect.
Mm.
It's just, I got to have it all right.
And you're not really gonna get it perfect at any franchise. It's just gonna be more perfect at Texas Roadhouse.
I mean,
Because they have quality
I've had good ones.
standards
So
set by their coolers.
And they say, yeah, take it outside.
Take it outside.
you'll see that in video 2 today.
So you want to be a cooler at the newest Texas.
Just remember, not all steaks will be perfect. None of them will be actually. Good is good.
Good enough. I got one more.
Perfect is good enough.
One more. It's a total story. I had a friend that worked at Little Caesars, and someone came and pitched about their pizza not having enough cheese. And apparently, the manager at Little Caesars says, "Sir, it's a $5 pizza. What do you expect?" That has stuck with me forever.
True words have never been spoken.
How do you come back from that? Like,
Listen, we can take this outside.
I'm
If
being
you
nice
want,
about it.
I'll just buy you another one right now.
I can make you another. It's 50 cents to make cheese. That's not even real cheese on it. I don't know what you want from me.
Did you see that becoming the official pizza of the NFL?
I did, which is a huge step up from them.
Yeah, they out pizzaed the Hut.
Ooh, Hut Pizza
And no one
Hut.
does that.
Oh, Joe Flacco commercial.
Mr. Elite himself.
Lee Dragon. Hut Pizza
Our
Hut.
vocals good? Yeah. So he kicks their asses, right? Do the pulls a knife, but he does get a little scrape through. He gets
Through a
stabbed. He
glass
gets
wi- he
stabbed,
gets stabbed?
and he hits the glass window. Which the other guy hits it harder, and I'm pretty sure that dude died on the floor.
Oh,
He should have died.
A double deuce that
I
night.
thought Patrick Swayze was on the bottom end of the rollover, though.
He was but so he avoided
He got,
the
like-
glass. The dude kind of lifted.
Yeah, he
him
got like
up, and
catapulted
that dude,
over
like,
to safety.
rolled onto
Here you
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Hey, don't cut yourself. Oh,
But
shit.
he gets cut because the dude slashes him with a knife.
And
Which
after
I would
this
say
one,
that's on him because expect the unexpected. Clearly. But after the fight, he goes to the doctor.
yep, and that's when we get the he meets Doc, which is his love interest that we disagree with, and he has this awesome quote when she's
Stapling him up.
stapling him up.
Stapling
She's like,
his
"Do you want
arm.
some pain medicine?" He goes,
No. Do you like pain?
"Oh yeah, she does say that. Do you like
Do
pain?"
you
Wait,
like
time out.
pain?
That's how she words it?
She does say
no wonder
that.
he gives such a stupid answer.
He says, "Pain doesn't hurt.
Pain don't hurt.
Pain don't hurt." And sometimes in this movie, his accent changes to kind of like a city girl accent. Like when he gets
Valley
mad.
Valley girl.
Is it like a Valley girl? I guess, yeah. I think
I
that's
guess.
what I'm going for. It changes sometimes, though.
Valley girls,
Like when he
then
gets
he'll
mad,
get a
he-
little country at times to try and
Yeah.
fit the mood.
He gets like,
Pain don't hurt.
Pain don't hurt.
pain don't hurt.
And then
And she's like, oh my God, that's
You're
the
just the kind of
stupidest thing
retard
I've
I
ever
love.
heard.
Yeah, actually, and
You're
we
not
missed the
gonna
part. He
challenge me
carries
at
around
all.
his medical records too.
oh god, yeah.
Raises a lot of
And he
questions.
does his own
it does.
stitches and stuff.
It kind of reminds me of in the Joker, like where he passes out the card saying he has like the laughing fits. This dude passes out his record saying, "Yeah, I'm a cooler. First of all, that's a job. It really is a job. Also, I may be a little slow.
There
I
is a
get thought
chance
that.
you may have to change me.
Yeah, I wear a diaper.
Change my dressings.
If I am, feeling unwell or have a fever, don't leave exposed throats near me.
Please take it outside.
Well, it'd be nice. Come
I live
on.
by 3 rules. Yeah,
He lists all of his roles.
every person he meets, that's what he says.
But he thinks he's got a list and it's just like gibberish. That looks like fucking hieroglyphics.
She's like, "Oh wow, you are okay."
You are special.
She also does say, for a bouncer, you're a lot smaller than I thought you'd be.
Which they all say. Let's say
And he
that.
says something about size, and everything's a sexual innuendo. But I mean, I don't know. She still calls him small after they've had sex, so clearly he didn't impress her.
Yeah, he tried his hardest.
Look at you, you're so cute when you get mad.
Wiggly.
Stop it.
Just ripping throats out.
Roundhouse kick you.
So that guy.
Be nice.
Be nice, you.
So that guy that like went in there and tried to get the dude his job back, they all go back there to the rich man in the village or
Country.
the city, the town. And he kicks the shit out of that dude for failing.
Yep, another great quote. He goes, "You know what I like about you? You bleed easily." After he punches him in the nose.
Yeah,
Like, what were you expecting to happen?
Yeah, you hit this area, it's gonna bleed always. It's a fact.
Son of a bitch, you bleed when I hit your nose.
It's like he shot him in the heart. He's like, you die easy.
What's that Dane Cook joke about wearing the Superman shirt? Just shoot a guy with a Superman shirt when he
Guess
bleeds?
not.
I guess not.
Goddamn.
I only want people who don't bleed punch this guy in the nose. Guess not. Sir, we are going through people at an alarming rate. You gotta.
Sir, can we offer you a suggestion? Can you try to punch yourself in the nose and see what happens?
I won't bleed. I'm a man. All right, just
Let's try it. You know, just for shits and giggles.
I don't have to take this work. It takes this road.
The one he just punched yesterday pops up and goes, "See, huh? Fucking coward, bleeder."
Yeah, they beat the shit out of that guy.
I think.
And then he tricks him again to code cock him again.
Pure evil.
He's like, "Hey man, I love you. Like, we're good. And then he hits him again. He says,
Once again.
"Get him the hell out of here." Of course, like the next day, he still works for him, so nothing
Yeah,
changed.
abusive relationship.
He
Yeah,
abuses a lot of people.
Who would be working for this man still, you know?
I don't know. The dude is dressed like he's getting ready to go on a dinosaur expedition.
He's like a Bond villain.
Ooh, I like that too. He's got the ascot usually.
Bunch of animal
He's
heads
got,
in
like,
there.
What are
He
those
has
hats
spears and a vase.
called? Like the rounded hats.
Safari.
White brim hats.
Yeah, it looks like he's always, like I said.
He's ready for an expedition.
Cowboy / safari /
Yeah, really to me, it just looks like he's about to tell you about how dangerous velociraptors were back in a few billion
Dr.
years ago.
Grant.
Yeah.
But yeah, he doesn't do any of that actually, though. That's what sucks.
I think he looks like he's about to do some gardening in his backyard.
That's also true. Then I don't remember this plot as well. Like, there's so many back and forth. They come to the bar, they beat him up. They come to the bar, they beat him up. He goes there, beats them up.
He goes to the auto shop to repair his car because something we left out is his car gets beat up every night by the people.
Not his Mercedes, though.
No, he hid that because he knew.
You'd think if you were cooler, you'd be better at like making sure that kind of shit happened, or you wouldn't park your car right in front of the bar.
Yeah. Park it. I don't know. Hitch a ride, carpool, something.
Just walk. Fuck, man.
Stop paying for car repair. But yeah,
Ride a bike, something.
Yeah, if they break your bike, good, whatever.
But,
also, you think that's included in his salary? I guarantee he negotiated that.
Mm-hmm.
The owner was probably like, "Can you just like not drive? I could bring you to work every day."
he's like, "You don't drive."
You don't understand the life of a cooler.
Rule 4: I drive.
You can come get me, but I'm driving.
It's the only me time I get.
But the driver's in the back seat, just like this, and he's up there like, "My heart will go on." Can I sing with you? No, coolers only.
You don't exist.
What color is your
Take
shirt?
it outside.
Poor. Yeah, the car.
Yeah, he meets Red, and Red kind of like hints about like the rich guy in the neighborhood and how, or this.
No, he's got a mafia business, so essentially, and he's got to pay for security, and he
Red
doesn't
code
do
an
that.
HOA. It's an HOA on the town.
It really is. But there was really nothing else to come from that except the guy has the doctor's picture up in his shop. Yeah. Do you remember why?
It's
because that's his niece.
Niece, right.
Okay. What else we got? What happened in this movie?
Oh, I think he goes back to the bar for another fight.
No, he does his laundry and calls Sam Elliott.
Oh, yeah. Who was his mentor.
And they just have like small talk conversation.
Yeah, that we all
There was never
watch.
any mention of like, "Hey, come see me." He says where he is, but he's like, "How you doing up there?" And like they just talk about it. And then that's the end of that. And he goes on and do his laundry.
Goes to the bar and possibly fights again?
He goes to the bar and fights a few more people that they send his way.
Yeah.
Oh, because
they're sending
the
him
dude with the
waves.
The boots with the
the blade on it.
Yeah.
And
I have a blade in my boot.
And he tells the other, all right, Woody.
I can imagine that guy being like, I didn't even know it was there. I swear to God, I just got these today.
They're glittery.
No,
Oh, that's a blade.
Wesley gave these to me today.
Yeah, it was like, well, first of all, rule number 1 at the boot store is expect the unexpected.
That's on you.
These boots are made out of velociraptors.
But he goes to another point. He's like, he's got a blade on his shoe.
Check that out.
But then it shows, the camera shows it, and it shines.
Yeah,
and
it's super obvious.
The other bouncer just nods his head like, yeah, I see it too. It's like, that's a super serious situation, guys. Like,
so Dalton has been trained for this supposedly and sees it, but like his weak-old employee is like, yep, already did an ocular pat down.
I already clocked it, boss. Like, I'm like a few steps ahead. We got a few guys going over there already, so we're taking care of it.
We're gonna take him outside.
And
they do.
Like,
They do take them outside.
Exactly.
I was like, well, technically. So Dalton goes up to the guy, and the guy kicks him. That's his first move, is to try to use the
You're
boot
right.
on him.
Oh, he has another quote here. Because they're like, hey, we're closed today. He's like, well, what are those people doing? He's like, they're drinking and being happy. Well, we want to do that. You're too stupid to do that. And then they fight.
He sounds like a little bitch when he
He
says
has
it.
like a weird accent
He goes,
whenever he starts fighting people.
You're too stupid.
Yeah, he doesn't understand like a fighting voice.
Yeah.
Dumb.
So, Patrick, I need you to act tough in this.
Okay.
My
No, not
mom
that.
was tough. She was a valley girl. You're too stupid.
Hey, you know what, Patrick? Just keep it nice.
Just do some cool kicks. We'll make it work.
I can't kick, I can dance. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're gonna cut
we'll
that.
work on that. Don't worry.
That little spin dance Michael
way-
Jackson move you do, we'll make it look like a kick.
Kick
By the
in the
way,
dance.
once again, thanks for beefing up for the road. We really appreciate how believable it
How
is that you're a
svelte you
cool
are.
No problem. I was going to fast for a few more days if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you
a
can.
couple more days and you look like Christian Bale from The Machinist, dude. So if you could just not.
That's what I was aiming for. He was Batman.
But not in that
Not
movie,
you.
Patrick.
More like Catwoman over here.
I wanted to be a real slim, nimble fighter.
It's spell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you
I want to
succeeded.
min-max my dexterity.
So they beat the shit out of them. He takes off he snaps his foot.
Yeah.
And
Well-
then he drags him out with his shoe and throws it on the roof. Like, I'll get that later.
Doesn't he do the snap and then throws the guy out, but the guy just stands up? Like his foot's not hurt at all.
Well, after he throws the shoe off.
Yeah.
And then, like, his whole gang apparently has just become great fighters overnight because they kick the shit out of that.
Because they know how to take it outside and be nice.
Well, imagine they had like a training montage. Like when he takes his Roadhouse. Let's go.
No, I
Left,
like
right,
I like
left.
that. Yeah, it's a Texas Roadhouse video, but really it's just the Mulan song. Let's get down to business to defeat. What's that guy's
And
last
Patrick
name?
Swayze, though, is also playing the role of Mulan.
He's playing both roles.
And remember, you're important too. Takes his Roadhouse. 90s PSA style.
Where it's like blown out speakers, tinny. All right.
Corporate spent $1 million. That's an awesome, guys. Round of applause.
The first time their $1 million went to a Patrick Swayze, though.
Now, boys, we're gonna go outside and practice some of the moves we just saw. You won't get the throat rip right away, but I'll tell you.
Who do we practice on?
When your store gets $5 million in revenue, you earn a throat rip.
One free per bouncer.
Yeah.
Obviously, the cooler gets one every month. That was part of my contract.
Yeah. That in the car.
You know, some out of shape people at a Texas Roadhouse going out back though. One of them tries to do a kick and just falls down like the ramp or the stairs.
Hey, we're not liable for that.
You signed the contract.
You know what's good about that? You took it outside.
Oh, is that why they say take outside for liability reasons?
Off the property. It's in like little subtext there. Yeah, so yeah.
I'll fight you right here. We need to go about 10 feet back and
And
I'll
I'm
fight
going to
you.
be nice about this. You hurt yourself on the job, but you didn't hurt yourself on company property. So we're not liable, and you're fired.
Yeah.
Because you can't fight people with broken leg.
That's what you got to do. Don't get your leg broke next time.
Yeah. Be better.
And be nice.
Yeah, be nice. Be nice and take it outside. And then, like, the next thing is where they blow up Red's auto shop, right? Or does Wesley invite him to his house? And he's
I
like,
think
hey,
he does that, and he tries to do the classic villain.
Yeah.
Join my side, Luke.
We're the good guys here. But, like, what is his side? Like, he just needs
He doesn't
someone to
have one. He
beat
says we can
people
get rich together.
He makes it sound like, I know you enjoy taking it outside and stuff, so come take it outside with me,
Oh,
essentially.
yeah, that is it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's like, no, why would I join you? He's like, well, I heard about your incident in Memphis
Yeah.
where you killed a guy and claimed it was self-defense, but it
You had
wasn't.
payroll way over.
Yeah. And Patrick Swayze, when he hears this, is like, who told you that?
Yeah, that part cracks us up.
It's
Because,
such bad acting at that point.
well, that and what's this guy going to do? Like, put him back on
Yeah.
trial for
Yeah,
something
no.
he was proven innocent for?
I would love for him to be like, you ever heard of Double Jeopardy, asshole?
Yeah,
Like, what
come
is
on,
this
try
thing?
me.
Yeah.
This is an actual case of that.
Yeah. Not like that bullshit movie where it's not a real case.
It would be awesome if Patrick Swayze was like, I mean, two things, Double Jeopardy, and two, you're threatening a dude who ripped another guy's
Yeah.
throat out.
You realize in this story, I ripped a man's throat out, and now you're trying to hold that leverage over me.
I guess what I'm all out of.
You're in throat
I
ripping
came here to
range.
chew bubble gum and rip throats out.
I
And I'm
came
all
here
out
to
of-
eat steak and rip throats out. Guess what Texas Roadhouse is all out of? Steak.
Uh-oh. That's an emergency.
That would be an emergency. Can
Well,
you
that's when you
imagine?
be cool. Be nice. Take it outside. I think kick the customers out.
What do you would running out of the butter rolls be worse than running out of steak there though?
I feel like it's steak.
People go crazy for those rolls, man.
They do.
They do.
If
You know, the
mention
steak
Texas
makes them
roll-
the money.
They might
right?
do
That's
it
what
more.
they probably care
well,
about.
Well, but they can't get the customers. Well, I don't know.
I don't know. If you ask someone right now about Texas Roadhouse, they'd probably say rolls. Like the first thing we think about.
Not what they would say at an Outback.
Yeah.
They might say bloomin' onion, I guess.
Yeah, because that hard bread, it's decent. It's just like every time I go to get it, I'm like, what the fuck is this burnt piece of shit?
It's okay. Yeah, it's
I like
okay.
the butter it comes with. But yeah, that's about it.
Poor Outback. It like it's catching strays all over the place here. It did nothing wrong.
No, it's good. It
Except-
just doesn't have coolers.
Except, did you notice like there was once a time when Outback was actually pretty good, and it's like all these franchise restaurants all became the same damn thing.
Yeah.
They all
Applebee's.
just they all Applebee's it up. Chili's is. I swear you go to Chili's now, and the only reason you can tell it's a Chili's and not Applebee's is because they serve fajitas. That's it. That's the only
Applebee's
difference.
has fajitas now.
Fuck.
Pretty positive on that.
Well,
I mean, it's whatever they microwave in the back, so
but do they come out in like one of those skillets? And
they
like
probably
all hot?
microwave that with it.
Yeah. Ooh,
Oh,
that's
shit.
dangerous.
Yeah, they don't know any better. They're not trained.
But they're all like the same now. It's
Yeah.
very depressing to go to franchise restaurants. So that's why I would say shop local. You know?
Shop S Smart.
Damn it.
That's good.
That is good. We could have used Bruce Campbell in this movie.
Ooh, Bruce Campbell or Roddy Piper?
He would have been a badass cooler, but
He would have had the best lines, and he would have delivered.
would've
give me
been
some
like-
sugar, baby.
He would have been begging all the
Oh
female
my God.
employees, though. That's the
When, like,
issue.
when he does the throat rip, he would have said, "Give me some sugar, baby," and just ripped the dude's fucking
Enough talking out of you.
Yeah. You're fucking ugly.
I still think Roddy Piper would have been good, too, though.
Yeah, he would have been like clumsy about
Overly
it.
aggressive.
And
And
like he would have killed people for
Oh, yeah.
fucking hell of it. You saw once he found out people might be bad, he just started shooting them.
yeah,
he
they
did.
live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he wrote fine.
Formaldehyde face.
I think it's possible they didn't even tell him that they were making a movie. They just gave him glasses and were like, "Yeah, these people are evil."
Hell yeah.
Because, like you said, the kick ass and chew bubblegum line that came out of like his own brain.
I
Yeah,
imagine him in this movie would have spread rumors about him ripping throats and beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, I could see him like just like random. Did you guys hear about that new cooler? Apparently rips throats and shit. It's really cool.
Chews bubblegum, kicks ass.
Yeah.
Pretty cool guy.
Like any cool things you've heard? That's him. That's why he's called the
He
Cooler.
walks in on the employee that's having sex in the break room.
And lets them finish.
And he's like, hey,
Good job.
good for you.
But
Close
you're-
his door.
But it opens the and says, but you're also fired.
I don't know if he'd fire him.
Looks like you're keeping it nice.
I think we fire him. He's a company man at the end of the day.
Yeah, I
Just
guess.
doing what the company says.
Obey.
Obey, consume.
He's a man that plays by the rules, but his own rules, not like
All of his fight scenes would have been 10 minutes long
Oh God!
because he would have to. Yeah, he'd have to read.
bad-
Even against the old man, though, for some
Yeah,
reason, it's still
fight.
10 minutes long.
If he had
Oh.
fought Sam Elliott, he would have looked so much bigger than him. It would have been terrifying.
Like
Don't
scared
kill
for
him.
Sam. Tell Sam's cool. People's tramp. What is after that?
They blow up Red's place.
Oh yeah, and which Red is safe.
Yeah, so there's like zero consequence there.
Yeah, except the next part is the main bad guy is at the bar because I guess they're all like mourning, kind of. They're just the bad guy and his policy are at the bar. And I
Yeah,
guess
when they
no
come
one
back
wants to-
from the explosion, they
They're all
walk
there.
back in the bar. He's
Yeah.
like, play some good music. And it's
Also, the bar looks way nicer at this point
It does.
in the film
Yeah,
It
because
seemed like
actually,
it was shot like in a different location.
I think we can go ahead and say Texas Roadhouse.
yeah, it's being Texas
When we take
Roadhouse.
over, we take over.
Yeah, they just
If
do
you're at
it. You know,
Texas
these movies.
Roadhouse, you get the full experience. Like you're actually in Texas.
You might say, do I miss the double deuce? Not at Texas Roadhouse, because it is the double deuce.
Yes.
One and the same.
You'll slowly
Local
notice.
spirit, national taste.
One of us. One of
us.
Consume.
But he also
Okay.
he sends his girlfriend up on stage to dance.
The bad guy. Not,
Yeah, the bad guy.
Not Patrick Swayze.
Yeah,
His
he's not
girlfriend he
sending
abuses.
Doc. Well, yeah,
I
he was
wanna
about to
see
share
that.
Doc with Sam Elliott a
No
few
one
times.
wants. We haven't gotten there yet.
Well, I'm just saying.
Oh, we have actually.
yeah.
Fuck, we missed where Sam Elliott comes in and like cucks Patrick Swayze in front of him.
Well, and also
Like, I'm gonna
saves his
fuck you,
ass.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah,
does.
dances with her.
But no, we need to talk about when they're throwing. So they jump on Swayze and are kicking his ass in the back when the beer trucks get there. And they're kicking his ass. And this one giant guy is just grabbing the
Oh
beer
my
and
God.
throwing it and slamming it
Yeah.
and slamming it.
It's like the mountain from Game of Thrones.
But he's not paying them
big son
any
of a-
attention. He's just slamming the beer.
He's doing his job.
Yeah.
When he was signed up, he's a
He's like,
company
I'm not
man.
here to fight people. I'm
He's-
slamming beers.
He's trying to impress Texas
Beer
Roadhouse.
smash.
Yeah. This vendor shit beer. But yeah, Sam Elliott saves him and they hang out with his girlfriend and all that stuff. We missed that. And I like the whole time Sam Elliott's like, listen, girl, I'm gonna fuck you. I don't even care.
Yeah. He makes his move. He shoots his shot.
I think he ends up hooking up with her, and I think Patrick Swayze just takes it, like, whatever.
They share. Coolers share.
I don't think
They're
it was
part
a
of the company
share.
culture.
It felt more like you're gonna share.
Yeah. Yeah, that's life of a cooler.
Yeah.
You get
What's
it. They
mine
get it.
is yours, and what's yours is
Has already been
it's
mine.
yeah. No, what's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine.
Yeah, it's our
It's
sharing
the
plan.
protege
Family sharing
master.
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, our coolers like the sis?
Yes.
Maybe two.
Clearly. But yeah, skipping ahead, Sam Elliott's clearly showing up, and he's also a badass. And that's when the fight scene happens. Once the bad guys kind of try to take over the bar, right?
Yep.
And that's when we're introduced to
fight scene.
Jimmy with the shark tooth necklace.
Comanche.
Yeah, calling people Pocahontas and
He's
teeth
the
and
evil version of Patrick Swayze's
Yeah.
And
character.
also, that means he's
Wearing a
actually
jean
at some
jacket.
size.
But he kind of
Yeah.
seems like he's into him a lot.
He does say a super weird quote later.
Well, what is it?
Well, when they're fighting the last fight, he says, "I used to fuck guys like you in prison." So that was his words, delivered while like behind Swayze, like holding
know
him by
what?
the throat.
He's fucking correct, I think.
Oh yeah, like yeah.
And Patrick Swayze like jokes
He's more-
on you. I was that guy.
No, I fucked you.
I'm a power bottom.
Yeah, he's at that point. I think Swayze was wearing his yoga pants that he
Swayze's
stole.
like, I get more than you
The one
can
that had the
handle.
camel toe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
beautiful pants. Man's got his shirt off half this movie, and like it's just there's nothing there.
These pants, though, are fucking insane. They're not sweatpants. They're not just like Tai Chi
It's
Eastern
like
pants.
someone took a potato sack and like made pants out of it.
It looks like somebody took a woman's yoga pants and put it on Patrick's ass.
Stretched them a little bit.
Put something on the front. I don't know what it is,
I'm
but it's
not
like
kidding.
a cup.
It doesn't
but
look
it's
like
not.
a banana hammock. It looks like a camel toe.
Yeah. It's like a cup that's placed way too
There's
high.
a metal line in there that I'm not comfortable with.
No, I'm not either. But yeah,
This fight actually ends with the main bad guy shooting a gun, which I think we've realized at
the
this
fight in
point that the
bar.
cops
Yeah,
ignore all
just
crime.
shoots a gun and he's like, all right, we're done here.
Yeah.
But that's after his boy Jimmy starts to get his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Because Patrick Swayze comes in
First,
there. and
though,
kicks his
he's
ass.
beating up Wade.
Yeah, he's beating up Sam Elliott.
Because Sam's got a bum knee or leg.
Yeah. And he's been fighting someone else. So
Yeah, he's got a
he
little.
was
And
weakened.
he's old. He's an old guy. He's not made, that business is not
He
made
had a few
for-
things against him.
There's a certain retirement age, and I think he passed that 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Yeah, he stopped like playing by the rules and just started stabbing people. He's like, that's too damn hard.
He got grandfathered into the system.
Yeah.
So they just kind of send him around, trying to get him to quit.
When I first started, the retirement age was 75, so that's what I'm fucking sticking with.
Yeah.
But the union of coolers says 45 is the age.
I'm not a part of the union.
I'm going to drag my dead body out. Turns out he does die.
Ooh. You think that was a word down from corporate?
Texas Roadhouse made the call. We got to get rid of this guy.
Dalton's trying to bring in who?
He's bleeding our books. He's a cooler way back in the day when we paid them a lot more money than we do now.
His
Yeah, we
insurance
gotta-
claims are eating us alive right now.
Unbelievable. And then the mileage claims he puts up. He says he's driving an RV and there's just no way we can push him like against that. So
We'll tell you what, bad guy. We'll let you serve alcohol at 10 Texas Roadhouse locations if you kill this guy.
that's literally
Strictly
how much-
above the board.
Yeah.
We'll sign it in contract. We just won't use the word kill.
And I'll be honest with you, we're still coming out ahead because he is bleeding. This company.
Removed.
Yeah.
Apparently he got a stake in the company somehow. I don't know who negotiated his deal, but
Yeah, you can kill him to the bar. We're going to renovate it anyways.
yeah. It's actually better. there.
Insurance.
Yep. If you want to set it on fire afterwards, that's fine too.
Yeah. We've got you covered.
Yeah, it's not very structurally sound right now, so that might actually help us. Yeah.
Yeah. So after that happens, next scene, villain decides. Well, they meet up and like the 4 people from the town, like the town elders, meet up with Patrick Swayze. For some reason, he's a part of it.
Yeah.
And they talk about their plan, and the card salesman is like, "Fuck this, let's go against them." And I guess somehow he heard about it. The bad guy did.
Yeah.
And
so
so
someone was a snitch there.
The
is what
next
we're learning.
scene is pretty much him at the dealership with the monster truck.
Yeah,
we
they just
we
have-
forgot to mention that.
Yeah, they have a
Prices.
monster truck.
They're slashing prices, but they drive a monster truck for some reason.
So, and the dealership guy, I want to say, looks like he's a second-rate WWF wrestling promoter,
He's like
mixed with Hulk
OVW.
Hogan himself, though.
He's rocking the American flag tie. It's
And he's got that like Fu Manchu.
yeah. But they run over all of his cars and destroy his building with the monster truck. It doesn't seem like that's how it would work, but it's a movie.
This is so many fucking cliches.
It really is.
You're a cliche.
One man owns the town, and he can do whatever he wants. No
Shitty
cops.
white guy
People cheer
blues
him on.
music, wrestling kind of dude. Just a bad dude that's, power, money hungry. And
And then his little sidekick,
yeah.
who's the badass fighter.
And Swayze, who does not look like he can kick too many people's ass.
No.
No.
I would actually say in this movie there'd be like 2 people he could have beaten up. And that does not include his girlfriend, who he is playing.
Good Swayze beat Swayze.
It might be one of the big dudes, and that's only because he lets diabetes get out of him.
I mean, he does beat one of the big dudes by not fighting him. So
By pushing a bigger dude on him,
Yeah.
a polar bear.
uses the laws of physics to take him out.
Turn on its back.
Where do we go from there?
I think there's another fight.
So we leave from there, and they go, and him and Doc are at his barn house, and they're up there. And remember the explosion at
The farmer's house.
the farmer's house
who
that
he
he's
rents his
renting.
house from.
Yeah, and he runs out, and Comanche
saves the
Chief
farmer.
is like,
Yeah, he does this little weird. You know who he reminded me of? What was the Jason movie we watched?
Jason's 5, A New Beginning.
The
Friday the
redneck,
13th.
kid on the dirt bike.
Yeah, I get him, Mom.
I killed the farmer.
You stupid.
I killed him, Wesley. I killed him.
You dumbass.
You better shut up. Patrick Swayze's going to catch you out there.
Rip your fucking
So brutal as Jason. Jason's watching this movie. He's like, God damn.
Jason rubs his neck, but
Could that take me out? I don't think they could take me out.
Yeah, that would kill Jason, I think.
is that my mom?
When Patrick Swayze watches movies, usually he tells people that like on dates. Like if I was in that situation, throw it.
And that's why you need to watch MacGruber, by the way.
Well, I do. I should.
I would imagine though, after everyone, so they fight. It's a decent fight scene, right? You would say it's pretty good.
Yeah, they both get their hits in.
Yeah,
There's
Patrick
moments
Swayze
when
wins.
Swayze looks like he's gonna cry again.
Yeah,
no,
he's
and that's
pretty
what
weak,
drives
yeah.
me insane.
Swayze wins, and he looks like he wants to do something, then he decides not to, and the dude grabs the gun, and that's why he beats him up, takes the gun away, and then he
Yeah, his girlfriend's over there watching this.
I don't know how else to say.
Yeah, he literally
He puts his hand on the dude's little Adam's apple and just rips it out.
squeeze and pulls.
We should call this a Thanksgiving Day surprise.
Surprise!
Gobble gobble.
The gobbler.
Be nice.
Instant death. Girlfriend sees it and is fucking terrified. As anyone would
You
be.
should be.
Oh yeah.
There's killing somebody. There's doing this.
He rips it up because he carries the dude's body by the head across the lake, yelling at the rich bad guy. I don't even know what he says, but he's basically saying,
You.
"Yeah,
You see this guy's throwing
fucking kill
stone.
this dude's dead." The main bad guy's like, "Well, shit."
Jesus fucking Christ.
And
man.
he should count his losses at this point.
Yeah, rich
Because
guy's like,
corporate America is not fucking around.
Texas Roadhouse always gets its man.
He's like, it's like just bullying
That's what
him.
happens when you try to fuck a corporation in the ass.
We started world wars in Australia.
We don't stop wars, we fucking finish them.
You know how many people we killed in Africa every year? You think we give a shit?
You don't even know their name.
We don't even do business in Africa. We just kill them for the fuck of it.
This doesn't even affect our
It's
bottom
a
line.
tax write-off. America.
Days of Roadhouse.
But yeah, she's creeped out. And I would imagine everyone hears like the news about this, and like people just start wearing turtlenecks around this guy. Just like,
It's 99 outside.
It's actually-
like, yeah, perfect turtleneck weather.
Indirectly affected Steve Jobs.
Oh my God. Actually, if Comanche Chief here had been wearing his necklace,
Could have lived.
that would have been protection, right?
I can't imagine it would make it any like worse.
Yeah.
Of a throat rip.
No.
So that means
We'll never know.
Maybe that, the tooth
Spike chokers.
cuts his hand, and he's unable to throat rip him.
so yeah, and
He's like, tooth on neck, my only weakness.
I think
He's driving with a dirt bike and he's like, God damn it, the one day I forget my necklace.
the Gothic community was actually his like fucking kryptonite because they had spike collars and they're like, oh God damn it, I can't get to it.
I just have to punch him in the face.
I just
But
have to
it's not-
stomp on their Doc Martens.
It's just not as efficient, you know?
No.
Face punches takes a while.
Sounds
Throat
cool.
rip is quick, easy.
Yeah, throat rip's like a
3
special
seconds.
move in Mortal
It
Kombat.
is, it's finish him.
Punching someone's just triangle, you know?
I
Like,
like to think of a Gothic Mortal Kombat fighter.
So yeah, he goes to finish Gothic guy, and like he stabs his hand, and Gothic guy gets the win. Reverse fatality. So that's when shit escalates clearly. Like, no one wants to be around them. They're terrified of him. They're like, Jesus, man, you ripped the dude's throat out.
Rightfully so, though. She walks up and sees like the fucking. because he brings the body out, and but it doesn't look like a throat rip when you see the neck. It looks like a shark attack on his neck.
I imagine that's probably what happens. Like, what do you think? Oh, like, is it just skin he rips off there?
I think he has
like the trachea.
You know how cocaine fingernails? He's got those, and he just digs in.
It's like Wolverine claws, but way lamer.
Like, while he's sleeping, she's like filing his nails down. Like, not gonna get me tonight, motherfucker. You know I can't throat rip when these are gold.
Well, she had just followed him for him. She's like, "You son of a bitch! I'm an accessory.
I did this for you. No, you did this for Texas and Roadhouse."
And we thank you. Enjoy a free 12-ounce T-bone on us.
We're making him sound more
Drink
like
not included.
he's a Subway dude from Community.
Isn't he, though?
He's Texas Roadhouse.
But that's when Wesley gives him a call and is like, hey, like, I'm going to flip a coin. Which one? And it's like, so he's the Joker and Two-Face.
Tails.
Well, he didn't tell him.
He says, "I wish I could tell you," and then hangs up, which is kind of a.
So
He also doesn't tell him heads is who or tails is who.
That's
So it doesn't
right.
matter anyways.
Yeah, there's no context here for the viewer or for him.
Yeah, we're all left.
And
in
he
the dark.
runs into Wade at the
Sam
restaurant.
Elliott walks in at the club and he's like been beaten to hell and he's like, they said I got away lucky. It wasn't me. And so he runs to get the doctor and the doctor's like, get the fuck away from me, you throat ripping psycho.
Yeah.
And he goes back to the bar and it was Wade.
But he
It was
does
all
this thing
stupid
like,
setup.
what are you doing, you crazy man? You must have drank one
Drunk
down.
asshole. And then he turns him over, he's got a knife in his stomach.
He's on the
He actually
countertop.
says, "Yo, wake the fuck up," which is so weird because he's never talked like that at
Yo,
any other
wake the
point.
fuck up.
Yeah,
Yo,
he
bro,
says that.
time to
He
get
says,
up.
"I said one beer, senor." It's just weird because he hadn't talked. Like, I think he was trying different accents in different
He
scenes.
clearly tried out a lot of things. None of them.
Oh, we did miss one part, like right before the house blew up. I'm going to rewind a bit because it cracked me up. He's like acting mad. I don't know. I felt like he was mad. His whole head was like shaking. And his like hair was shaking. You remember what part I'm talking about? Yeah, and that's when he did the Valley Girl accent. And he goes, "I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something." And he's like shaking, but it was so weird. At Dog's side, "You're crazy. I'm going to rip someone's throat out tonight. I swear to God." Don't test me, dog.
Sam
White
thing.
motherfucker test me tonight. I'm just gonna rip their fucking throat. She's
Wesley,
like,
what's
what?
10%?
Like,
I'll give him 10% of flesh. That's what it's going to get.
Pound for pound.
Pound of flesh. Like, fuck him.
I was
And fuck the throats he rode in on.
Daddy bought me a
raised in the mean
Mercedes.
streets of Kansas. I know what I'm doing. No idea if he's a country person, actually. I guess not.
No idea. So Wade has been killed, Sam Elliott, but there's a knife in him with "it was tails," and once again, we had no context of which one was tails or heads.
Now we do.
So he's dead, and like he takes like 15 minutes to pull the fucking knife out.
Oh my God, it's like Sword in the Stone. He's like,
A lot of crying, a lot of weird looks.
yeah. And this is all over his dead friend's body, too.
Pulling knives out is harder than pulling throats. So then that's when he decides he's going to attack. He's back in.
Yeah, actually, you made a good point. He can pull the fucking throat out, but he can't get a knife out of the belly.
Different strokes, different like gripping powers.
He works these muscles, not these muscles.
Yeah, you saw his traps. They were not
It's
there.
all here.
Yeah, down on the wrist. Yeah, he does he has his car as a decoy drive up to the base, and it drives super straight somehow. Right? Did I skip anything? Or
he sticks the knife
It can't be
in the
anything else,
gas
right?
pedal to keep it down. The knife that was used to kill his friend.
yeah, it's
Could be
ironic,
evidence if you
poetic
want it
justice.
to be, man. Like,
Not sure.
but is it because the guy whose knife it was gets his knife back once the car runs?
Oh
into
yeah, I
him?
forgot about that. And he almost stabbed Patrick. Was it?
I really don't know what the point of that was. He runs the car at him and nothing happens.
I'm not sure.
Thank you.
advertising campaign didn't work out like they thought it would.
Yeah, they do get to blow up the car. So more explosion. That's where the $15 million budget
They
was.
make sure to line the shot up so they line up with the shotgun guy, and then flames.
And then
Texas Roadhouse, spared no expense.
With the training videos.
our steaks are flame broiled.
Much like his body would be if he was in there.
Yeah, but he's not. He's
I love this scene though because he goes
Amongst
through this
people.
motherfucking house and it's like he's throat ripped every one of them. No.
he's like killing all these people.
Zero fucks now given at all. He just kills people.
I know, and that's
It's like
what
solid
I
steak.
said. Could you imagine this guy is just sitting there after this, like crying all the time? But we've talked about it. He
was
only uses
self-defense.
as like a feel bad for me kind of thing.
Yeah,
Or like,
just rip throats. But like when he's acting tough, he's like, you know how many fucking throats I've ripped?
here's the picture.
Yeah, I take pictures of all.
Everyone will hurt me deeply.
It's kind of beautiful though. It's like art,
And
Until
sad.
you've done it,
blood.
you don't really know like what it's like. Of course, you haven't done it. I'm
like
the
the-
only person on earth that's done this.
Yeah, there was 10 cases last year.
all 10
And
times.
I was
Yeah.
me all 10. Well, it was him 9, and then
What I
like
will
an
say is there
eagle
have
got a
been
lucky
5.
shot.
Wade did one.
Yeah, there have been 5 failed attempts from other Texas Roadhouse employees after the training video. And let me just say it ended badly for everyone involved.
They invited me to the board meeting this year and everything. Great honor.
Getting scared over there?
I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a snake because I heard
What is it?
it's the cat playing on the wicker.
Okay, there's a cat around. All right.
Cat.
Idiot.
So yeah, he's going through this house killing like all the bad guys. He pushes a polar bear.
On to the big guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Which definitely doesn't kill him, and you can obviously tell it
But
does
he
nothing.
lays like he's pretending to be
It's a stuffed
But
polar bear.
he also does the thing of like the time before because they're just pushing it up towards him on like the rollers. It looks like he goes
coming right at me.
What do? I don't know. Run backwards.
Or just
left,
fall backwards.
Right, roll.
Move 3 feet to your left. Like you're good.
Maybe one step. Should be okay.
Actually, yeah, one little small step, probably sidestep
Yeah.
it.
But he chooses not to do any of that, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, he could have walked up closer to it, and as it's falling, just move it to the
He
side.
probably figured it was best if he pretends to get hit by it than get his throat
Yeah,
fucking ripped
I
out.
think he had already made that decision before he entered the room. He's like,
He
I've
was
seen a
pretty
lot of
stupid.
bodies.
He was pretty stupid, so maybe he's like, I've always heard you play dead when a bear attacks, so
I bear, dead bear.
it's all the same, right? Yeah, this kind of, yeah.
That's
he,
where Wesley shows up,
yeah,
the
Main
main
bad
bad guy, who can't really fight, but actually kind of beats
It does
Patrick Swayze a little
Almost
bit.
the best with him.
Yeah, throws a few javelins at him,
that he just had laying around.
and then like he like
They're
he could have
good
shot him
throws
several
too, man.
times.
They're rockets.
Yeah, it was beautiful. He's got a great arm. There were several times he could have shot him, but first he had to tell him he was going to shoot him, so he kicked the gun out.
Mm-hmm.
Just classic bad guy, stupid acts. He could have won that fight. I wish he had, kind of. To
An
end,
interesting film.
to end
Patrick
the
dies
corporate-
and he dies.
and Texas Roadhouse goes with it.
Yep. It's just Outback. That's
What
an
if,
Applebee's.
what if he pulled a throat rip on Patrick Swayze?
Oh, actually, we should
Like-
talk about that. As this fight's going on at the end, Patrick Swayze legitimately thinks about ripping his throat out.
He does. And then his girlfriend shows up. He's like, forget about
She's
it.
like, no, don't do it. And he's like, but it's so cool.
Oh. It's like
I can feel it pulsating.
it's like 10,000 orgasms all in once.
You understand the power I have.
She goes, I wasn't with you.
So it's like the opposite of being with you.
Mr. Cooler. But yeah, he ends up not killing the bad guy. And
And
then,
like, that's Mr. Cooler. Oh, wait. Never mind.
no,
Damn it, she got me.
Officer Cool. And then
Captain Cooler.
Captain Cooler.
They call me Ig.
Training manager Cooler.
They call me Frieza.
In training manager.
Training assistant to the manager Cooler.
Soon to be.
Really, I'm just a temp floater, if I'm being honest, guys. Like,
I'm
I
not
came
with
here
Texas. I'm with Workforce.
They send us training videos, and I go all around the country for
Workforce 5.
I'm a contractor. I only had this job like 3 more
If I'm
months.
being honest, I looked at the video once before coming in this classroom to teach on it. I do this every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks I go to a new company. I just did Applebee's, eating good in the neighborhood. That was actually a ton of fun. We invited a lot of people, different backgrounds, different ethnicities. It was a blast. Very, very different feel here at Texas Roadhouse. Very different.
You guys are much more fighty.
The week before I filled in for a contemporary ballet male lead.
I'm actually really good at that one.
That's kind of been my main gig. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I did one for
Say
Walmart,
close to home.
actually. But yeah, the week before that, I worked for Walmart and had a guy pull a knife on me.
It happens more than you think.
So, yeah,
USB. I don't even know what that is yet.
so
Back then it was floppy disk. They kept calling me floppy dick.
I had to get out of that job, I had to find my way. And that's just a temp job, teaching you guys things that I have no idea what they are.
I've been a lot lizard.
Shit.
But being honest, the throat rip thing is I've never done that before. It just sounded really cool.
Feels good.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it.
Yeah.
I like who I become.
Yeah,
Most jobs I can't say that.
Yeah. Rule number 1, expect the unexpected,
Be
And that's
nice.
what I'm doing. I'm being honest with you. I'm letting you know who I am. I'm bringing myself down to your level.
And you saw it. I took it outside first.
Yeah.
But I take it outside, yes, I mean the fact that I started crying in the classroom and then I walked outside.
Sometimes daddy's got to smoke.
We got to keep the professional environment.
once you bring down that wall, you can't build it back up.
He smokes a lot in this film, actually. I
He
forgot
does.
about that. I forgot the 80s were a different time.
This was almost the point when they said no more smoking inside for fear of Roadhouse rules.
Yeah.
Take it outside.
There it is.
Do you remember back in the day when the only thing that divided like the non-smoking and smoking sections like a buffet, like the salad bar and shit?
It was
It's
like
like a wall, like half wall, right?
sometimes it was just glass, or it would just be in a different section.
I swear, at the Pizza
There
Hut
was no
here,
wall.
it was just a salad bar.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
it was.
And that was what, 2003? When that was still a thing?
Yeah, we
I
didn't
think
know
so.
how, gases work.
I don't know. In
Back then.
Somerset, I went to out to lunch with someone and he was still smoking there. So
No, Kentucky was behind on that shit though, because they were like,
it's our thing. We do tobacco.
Yeah. Mainly
Yeah.
just chewing tobacco.
Yeah, I can imagine like who is it? The alcohol, tobacco, and ATF. Like
ATF.
watching this movie and being like, "This is not looking good for us." Just doing smoking and ripping throats. Fuck.
That's the.
I think they were more pissed that he wasn't smoking mainly because, like I said,
Yeah.
most of the stuff he did, you were
And
like,
he's wearing women's pants.
yeah.
I could have seen a PSA in the 90s, and it was like, look what cigarettes turns you into. And it's like Patrick Swayze and Dirty Dancing. And then
take
that's
it
when he
to the
smokes,
limit.
he's like ripping the dude's throat out.
Yeah, because they literally
Nicotine, the gateway.
from tobacco.
Sometimes Patrick Swayze kills you.
throat.
No one
The girl
expects
running
Swayze.
at him and he catches her and lifts her up to then the hard cut to him half crying.
I'm putting baby in a corner.
Nicotine made me do it.
Nicotine made me do it. Nicotine made him do it.
No, actually, the throat rip didn't kill me. I just have to talk through this now. Smoking did this.
But we weren't even trying to kill him. He just needed a pack.
Yeah, I like to go by Joe Cool now. That's taken. Oh, how about Cooler? Joe Cooler.
What about Tiger King? That'll do.
Before all this, he was a great guy. Super personable. Kept talking about the rules of the business. Be nice. Take it outside. But the one rule you never expect is to expect the unexpected. And that includes the throat rip.
It's like talking to his loved ones. Yeah, since he started smoking, he lost all his muscle mass. Just
Oh my God.
just a stick of himself.
I just thought of it. Tiger King should have used these same rules for his employees. If the tiger gets pissed, take it outside.
And hey, be nice.
Expect the unexpected. So it ate my arm.
It worked out.
Probably rule number 4: don't hire meth heads. But you know,
That means that was his rule, and that was not his rule. Hire meth heads.
Yeah.
No. Don't hire meth heads. Make meth heads. Grow meth heads. Have you tried this? It'll make you.
yeah. So I'm Dalton. Texas Roadhouse loaned me out to you all for the week. Just want to talk about our 3 rules. And you know, the biggest thing I noticed, you hire a lot of meth heads, and I got to say,
Tiger King would be all over him, though. He'd be like, ooh, we're going to hire you.
let me ask you something.
I'm
You
not
watch
forgetting
porn?
her.
Do you like the porn where the dick's bigger? Yeah, you're a little gay.
What do you think about Carol? She's a stupid bitch. She should fucking die.
So my chances as governor, where are we looking at?
You ever put a wig on and
You
get
ever
a blowout
campaign?
and pretend like you're a woman and have sex with yourself on camera in the movie Roadhouse?
Really?
Yeah, me too.
You're not going to believe this. I still have the pants.
I still have the training video.
I like to imagine he also
Bring
does
those
a
pants in
training
tomorrow.
video with the lions and tigers too. It's like,
All
you're
right.
skimming meat.
I'll tell you what, dog.
Where do I go? Get the fuck out, tiger. Not here.
Well, that's actually what what Tiger King would have loved, because he was like, all right, he's out, let's kill him. If we
You want me to rip his throat? Save me some bullets?
Yeah. Tiger's probably ripping throats at that point.
Well, I mean, he'll find that out.
Yeah.
Like,
He trained a tiger to be cooler to the tigers.
Hey,
he doesn't dress like him and stuff. You're tiger
pants.
me.
It's the pants.
you're better than the rest of them, and you need to know that.
You're
okay?
Dalton the tiger.
Here, tiger, here's your smoke.
Smoke in front of them so they understand you are the authority.
Well, you're always outside, so that fixes that one.
And once a month, if you got to rip a throat, you do that to show them you can.
And guess what? I date a woman who looks kind of like me. All you tigers look the same to me.
So you should be good to go. Your life will be better than mine.
Be nice. So the other dude gets killed by the elders in the town because
Yeah,
they
they
shoot him with
shoot him.
shotguns, and
Yeah.
then the police show up, and everyone's like, "I don't know what happened." And that's not the end of the movie. They play
What?
it. They have a concert at the bar with some awful music, and they're having sex in the lake.
And
Yeah, that's the end of the movie.
yeah.
I think we summed it up in the best way possible.
I think you captured the essence of Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
It's a lot of
I
fights.
think we captured what matters. You know.
Like 5 fights and some
Keeping
dialogue.
corporate environments lawsuit free.
How to deal with issues when they pop up from fellow employees.
Be nice.
Yeah.
Expect the unexpected. Get them outside.
Matt, you own your own business. Next time, show people the little briefing of where he talks to them. Like that 5-minute thing. Like next time you hire someone, put that in and be like, here's your training.
I want you to stand up. You press play on the remote, and you're like, now what?
And you're wearing the exact same outfit.
Hey, Jonathan, eyes up front.
But hey, you don't want to miss this because the consequences like dire.
Like how dire? Well, let's say, have you ever had all the muscles from your throat ripped out of your fucking neck?
I'm gonna record it. So,
So,
I'm gonna turn your larynx into a conveyor belt.
yeah, it's I recommend this movie.
wow, you just skipped right
Yeah,
to it.
I'm gonna
No,
skip
I
right
mean,
to
we're
it.
there.
So Matt's first viewing of this movie, and he recommends it.
It's
It's bombastic.
is it like would it be considered like a bad movie that's good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good back
Like,
movie.
I mean,
Pretty
that's
good
the only way
description.
it holds up unless
That's the
you're on
only-
But it
meth.
holds up so well.
There might be
like
people that tell you it's a good movie because it's a good movie, but those people are on meth.
or AP at Walmart. That's a production at Walmart.
This is a white redneck stream, though.
I can see the AP person at Walmart explain it to his wife as he's watching. Like, technically, I could do exactly what he does. Like, Yeah, a lot of times you play by the rules, but sometimes you got to step out of
He
that.
does that fancy Tai Chi, but I played baseball in high school and I kind of evened it out.
Yeah, we're on the same
Physical level here.
Jonathan was a security guard, wasn't he?
Yeah.
We need to ask him if they played him in this video when he started.
We do need to talk to him about that.
I mean,
him
I was a
outside.
security guard once.
What?
Did not.
No, and that's probably why you don't still have that job.
No.
You know,
I worked there
if you
for a
equip
week.
your people with the right material and show them what they need, they're going to succeed.
These hands wouldn't be clean today.
No.
I know that.
God knows the throats that those would have ripped if they had just not you.
These small mayo hands would have played on too.
You know, and you could even end it with the farmer's video. You know, we know a thing or two because we've ripped her throat.
Won't do it again.
And once again, once you rip one throat, you don't really have to rip anymore.
It's
People
weird.
know.
It's weird how quickly his hand assumed the position.
I get
Whenever, yeah, it was immediate. Like,
It's like
he get a little upset, man. I bet he was doing it on the tables when he's smiling too. Take it outside.
yeah. If I don't get this motherfucker outside in 2 seconds, I just can't help myself.
you guys better be nice and escort him from the property.
So I would recommend it too. Just
Yeah.
because, yeah. I think it's a fun watch. It's trash, but it's good
Whoa.
trash.
It's sweaty trash and the heat.
Yeah,
and
it matched how I'm feeling right now. With the heat.
it's fucking weird, but I love it in a way. I don't.
It's beautiful. It's the way movies should be made when they're made poorly. Like, go over the top.
And
Have
yeah,
a
that's it.
fucking
Yeah.
throat rip in your movie. If you're watching a movie, or you're making a movie, and you're like, I'm missing something. Instead of cowbell, add a throat rip.
And they do the whole thing like, I thought you'd be bigger throughout, and it's hilarious because he is so fucking
It
tiny.
is tiny.
Yeah.
You can't get past that.
I had to be convinced because I was trying to stick up for him. But the scene when he's like naked was a girl, and he has maybe like an inch on width, like on her, like his shoulders.
They've
I'm like,
almost-
yeah.
Yeah,
They've always got the
he's-
same
he's got
waistline.
an inch on her and an inch in her. You know what I'm saying?
That's him pressing his luck.
But yeah,
But yeah, that
You
is.
feel it, babe? No. I feel you on my neck. Get the fuck off.
hey, be nice.
That's what he's known for. Is he's a choker in bed,
Yeah, but that gets dangerous real fast with him.
and that's
He has to explain that
the
to
real
every
story about the
partner.
thing that happened in Memphis. It wasn't the boyfriend.
It was the wife. You're married?
No, you're not. Wait a minute.
Self-defense.
I've messed up.
And it was Memphis, and they're like,
I've made-
she's a woman.
Yeah, that's cool. We're in the
Maybe
80s.
But yeah, that's Roadhouse. All three would recommend. It's an absolute cult
Roadhouse.
classic. And if you haven't seen it, what the hell are you doing? If you have seen it, make sure you're practicing your throat ripping techniques.
Watch it again.
Yeah. Watch it again. Show it to your employees.
Do something great.
Brennan, the next movie is yours, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna think on this one.
Okay.
Make sure I get a good one. Because I thought about In and Out, but I'm like, I don't know if
That
that'll
would
work.
be impossible to cover.
Yeah, I don't think we can manage that. So we'll look at it though. Cool.
Cool.
All right.